Now the ice is slowly leaving the Kingston Harbor. Soon there'll be sailboats. We're here in Kingston for this year's Tim Hortons Brier.
He never grew up with no silver spoon. Only sugar water, ramen noodles. Never knew what it's like to have no shoes. Till he decided to make his own rules. I'm a winner, I'm a champion. That's all I know how to be. I'm a winner, I'm a champion. That's all I know how to be. I'm a champion.
Leon's Center here in Kingston is our home for this year's Tim Hortons Brier. Nice to be back in Kingston. We were here in 2013 for the Scotties. Rachel Holman won her first Canadian women's title that year. Championship round began earlier today, and it was Ontario against Manitoba. And John Epping, Jason Gunlickson, and Epping, who had lost 3 in a row, picked up a win last night to get into the championship round, and here he explodes for 4 in 4, and that familiar fist pump as they pick up the win. Alberta was a winner as they stole the last 2. Northern Ontario, the team, they curled 90%, and Newfoundland scored 3 deuces on the way to a win over the defending champions, Team Canada. So here are the grade 8, the championship pool. And the thing to keep in mind now, all the teams will have 3 games remaining. In the previous 2 years of this format, no team that got to 4 losses made it to the Final Four. And on this Thursday night, we say hello, Canada, and welcome back to Kingston. Cheryl Russell alongside. So we are into the championship pool, and our feature tonight is Newfoundland and Labrador against Ontario. And simply put, Newfoundland Labrador, 2-time champions Brad Gushue, he looks championship-like again.
Yeah, just like that, no question about it. 7-1, and other than that nail biter to Botcher, Alberta, they'd be 8-0, the only undefeated team here. Really consistent, and Brad himself, and that's the most important thing, he looks confident with draw weight, he looks confident with the ice, and he's really confident with the other 3. Kind of reminds me of 2017 in St. John's.
Consistency, that's something you can't say about Ontario. They won 3, lost 3, now have won 2 again. Can they find that?
Well, and they need to. I mean, sometimes John can be his own worst enemy. When the ice changed, John just sticks to that style, that aggressive style, and he doesn't adjust his game to what the ice conditions are giving him. And what's happened is he lost some confidence in feel and draw weight. But the frost is gone, the ice is back, and can he get on that 3-game winning streak again?
We're about to find out. One very consistent team against one that's not so consistent. Newfoundland, Labrador, Ontario, when we return to Kingston. They need to generate something more than points, some excitement, something like that. Oh, he's back, Johnny Epping.
Yep. Whoa! Whoa!
Gushue, so thin. Come on over, you got it. So thin, he got it.
The 2020 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by Home Hardware. Here's how. The 2020 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by OK Tire and BKT Tires, by Tim Hortons, the official coffee of Curling Canada, and by New Holland, proud sponsor of Curling Canada.
So here we go. Ontario is one of those teams at 3 losses trying to avoid a 4th. Time to meet the teams now. It's brought to you by Home Hardware. Here's how. The Newfoundland and Labrador champions, they hail from the Ballyhaley Golf and Curling Club, the Remax Centre St. John's, with Brad Gushue, Jeff Walker, Brett Gallant, and Mark Nichols. The Ontario champions from the Leaside Curling Club in Toronto. skipped by John Epping with Brent Lang, Matt Cam, and Ryan Fry. From the home of the tragically hip Leon Center, Kingston, it is Newfoundland and Labrador that has won the draw to the button. So they will have the last rock. They have the hammer playing the red, Stones playing the yellow, and getting us underway. The Ontario lead is Brent Lang.
Well, these two teams, we talk about Epping being a little inconsistent, but I kind of give him a little bit of a pass. He was just trying to be too aggressive when the ice wasn't allowing him to do it. So if we're right on that, he won 3 games when the ice is perfect, and he won again today. And he looked good today, so it should be the Epping that we saw at the start of the week, not the one in the middle.
Gotta go, bud. Gotta go, bud. Gotta go, bud.
Yeah, the frost is effectively gone. That was... We had a lot of bad weather, rain, humidity in the building, and that caused the ice to be quite different, and you do have to adjust.
And he didn't, did he?
No,
he
that's...
just kept going for the gusto.
I think it's quite in his DNA. I think what happens too is these teams play on tour all year, and they play in really good ice conditions all year. And you know, I remember years ago you go from club to arena to club, and you did have to change your game style.
Whoa! 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 Whoa!
Let's take a look at the keys to the game. We'll start with Newfoundland and Labrador.
Well, be patient for the Gushue team, and he usually is. John's going to complicate things end after end after end. So wait, play the odds. Wait for that moment. If you think you can go, if the rock's in the right spot, you've got the angles, go for it. And then try to leave 2 options because of the multiple rocks in play. The best skips in the world find a way to have 2 options. Epping takes one away, Gushue makes the other one.
And now the keys for Team Ontario.
I think you have to let it breathe, just specifically for John himself. He's 74% on draw weight. He's got to give himself some space, give himself, and rather than having to draw to the pin, give yourself the forefoot to draw to and get comfortable and confident. And then sometimes I think Epping believes that the best defense is a good offense, and at times that doesn't work for him. He doesn't weigh the risks and the rewards. And I look to Brent. Brent's the one I think that will calmly come down the sheet and say, hey, maybe in this point we open up or bail, and I think rely on that.
Oh, the keys to the game are brought to you by Scotties, Canada's #1 tissue.
Were you just waiting for me to be done?
You know, we have to pay for all those words. Do you know that you don't get paid by the word, but we have to pay for those words?
I was on a roll, Vic.
Yeah, oh my gosh.
I followed every bit of it, too.
I know.
But you know, you're further to your point about 2 ways. That is what's been so good. You see Brett Gallant throwing. There's Jeff Walker on the left. Those 2 are playing as well now. I mean, even the skipper, Brad Gushue, said at the provincials, Jeff Walker played as well as he had in a couple of years. Gallant has stepped it up here, and in doing that, those setup shots, it allows Nichols then to maybe clean up something if need be. Gushue then gets
Slid really well.
Both sides.
Well, the dynamic duo, Nichols and Gushue, have been so good for so long, and they seem to rise to the level when they get to the playoff games. So if they have that support from the front end, they're going to be extremely good. And the team that wins this week is it's going to be a team that's got 4 players contributing. Interesting play. Brad threw up the corner, and John threw kind of a corner, knowing he can raise it. I don't think I've seen it before.
No.
So Brad went right around it like he should, and then there's a freeze in there. The rock that can be raised best would be the Ontario rock.
We are. Sure. Up to you. Okay. Could also chisel the guard. Back 4. Back 8. Back 4. Back 8. 4 back 8.
These top teams are getting so good at the precise draw shots in end #1. That's hard to do. This area hasn't been played on until those last 3, and they're all perfect.
Soft release.
Pretty good. Certainly helps when you get that last rock in the first. So again tonight.
Back 8.
In game number 9.
Back 8. Yep. You gotta go. Good. Okay. It's good. Good for now.
Even though Newfoundland was shot at that point, they had to play that because you know exactly what was happening with Ontario. They were going to play it. So now you've got some backing if you're Newfoundland, and it's a risk for Epping.
Yeah, you can guard it.
Yeah, I don't think you want to hit this, Cheryl, because it might drag enough that the yellow misses the back red.
Yeah, if it's already lined up, right? Yeah. Just short. Like,
yeah, do you need to come right in that?
They're talking about playing the run back.
Like, top 12 would work.
Yes.
Okay.
Brian Fry throwing the third stones for Ontario and John Epping. First year with the team after those remarkable years. Canadian Championship year, gold medal year with Brad Jacobs, as we say good evening to Kathy Gauthier. But at the same time, first year, still finding his way a little bit, isn't he?
Well, for sure he is, and they are. And he said, well, we would love to win a Brier. This is all about building for the trials and what we can learn. And that little bit of adversity with those losses is helping them find their way. He talked about the Jacobs team, how incredibly intense they were. And he said in big games it got to the point that the anxiety level got so high, you were afraid to make a mistake. Well, you take that intensity and you put it on John's team. He now says, I am the most intense person on the ice. And the balancing act is how to make sure that his intensity doesn't have a negative effect on John.
And that trial spot, of course, this is all about preparation for Saskatoon and the trials of December 21. Nichols now trying to do some cleanup here.
Hold the shooter. Hey.
Watch out. That didn't work out so well.
Hard to do.
Far off that.
Yeah, that's...
So keep your eye now as we take a look at the other games. Alberta's perfect, playing Team Canada. Look at there, 3 losses. Manitoba, gun looks at 3 losses against Team Wildcard and McEwen. Our game is on sheet C and on sheet D. Northern Ontario, Jacobs, Sault Ste. Marie, 3 losses. So those are the teams you're really at tonight. And remembering you only have 2 more games left after tomorrow in a very short championship round. But further to what Kathy was saying,
this is coming back again. I know. Yeah, he's drawing on the. If we don't go, he's drawing. Makes a good draw. We're not getting it out. No. Like this.
John Epping and the team already have the first spot in those trials, having won it at the Canada Cup in Leduc. The winner of this event, if it's not Epping, as long as it's not Epping, the winner of this event will get the second spot.
Line only.
You heard Fry say if we throw the guard, he's going around. Ryan Fry knows that because he played with Brad Gushue.
Just deep.
Not deep.
Hey, Fry. Hey, Fry.
Yeah, he is going around.
Yeah.
Ryan Fry got a fairly slow rotation, especially on his out turn. We talked about it when he played with Jacobs. And you have to sweep his to get them by, and then they end up being heavy.
Height on you, so you had to go. Okay.
Just a well curled end by Ontario could end up being a 2 here now.
There.
Heavy. Heavy right now.
Back 8.
Back 4.
Off. Whoa.
Back 4. Back 8. Back 4.
Back 4. Still can't go though.
Close.
Can't go.
Back button. Nope. Heavy.
Yep.
Heavy.
All the way to it. Whoa. Bouncing a little.
Whoa.
Sit down, baby.
Dig a hole. Good shot. Good boy.
Okay.
Pretty perfect.
Brilliant controller because they didn't lay a berm to it. Most teams will just automatically, instinctively just start sweeping.
Well, the fact that he also pulled back, right? He throws the upweight 1 and then comes back with this.
Yeah, and he knew out of his hand. The brushers said they thought it was a little bit hot, and he said, no, I don't think it is.
Well, the first one.
No, I made the move, and then I was trying to get it off the red. We were on it most of the way until I called wall, but
This has been John's struggles. It's 74%, and you look at Brad Gushue's 94% on draws. That's a big difference through the week.
There right now.
Pretty quick path here now.
Bro, we're there right now. Close. Whoa. Yep. Whoa. Yes. Hard line. Bro. Wait there. Bro.
Pat Cam on the right.
Yes. Yep.
Fred Lang out in
Yes.
front.
Whoa.
This is about to
Bounce
carry
in the hair.
and to
Bounce
take
in
it
the
right
hair.
down on the corner. Oh, lovely. And they are the shot stone.
Great weight control. I think this is the John Epping you saw at the first 3 games. Were comfortable, knew exactly what the weight was.
First update, Saskatchewan and Northern Ontario. And Saskatchewan has the last rock, but facing what, 1-2?
It is 2, and that stone at the top was Brad Jacobs' final stone, so not deep enough that Matt can hit and stick on the nose for the single. Has to draw.
Needs full 8.
He does.
Anything else?
Well, yes, incidentally, they do have the air conditioning system working. So you talked about John playing well when the ice conditions are good. They will stay good, as this building will now stay at 10 degrees for the rest of the Brier.
That's great news.
close. Yep. Right.
And unlike Cheryl, I am paid by the word, and I'm a very wealthy woman.
Great drop. Looks good. Looks good. Oh boy.
There's your point.
And single there. And Newfoundland Labrador, they open it up a little bit, but that shot rock still belongs to Ontario at the moment without the hammer.
Another bad break by Team Newfoundland.
So you got it just outside the line.
I just said I'd like to line one. If I put this top of the button, he's got to give us one. You like that, boys?
Sure. Yeah.
Even short of that, I don't know whether you have to be quite that tight.
Yeah, something real close.
And he just threw it. That's the advantage.
If this was top 8 even, what's he do? I guess he can go around it.
Curious.
We're there.
Line looks close.
They've won 4 without
Fight the
last
line.
rock against the team that's dominating with
Line's good.
the last rock.
Sweep it if you can. Don't have it. Little bit for line. Line's great.
I think we're light.
Little,
Whoa, I don't. No.
little bit for line.
Really good.
Come on. Hard Matt! Hard Matt! Dig! Keep going.
Just lost it a hair, I think.
Good throw, buddy.
Quarter-inch farther, it's a draw against 2.
Could have been aggressive with it.
Well, and it could have made this draw, if it doesn't over curl too, it could have made this draw even a little bit tougher. But I think you're pretty happy to force Newfoundland to 1.
And he's got to draw half a stone in the button.
Touch wider line, but I think it'll be okay.
And he could still give up a steal of 2 if this ever hooks on him.
Too heavy out here.
Yeah, if he rubs it at the top one and pushes it in, yeah.
Maybe the same as the draw of the button, you think?
But second shot at the moment is that red
same
rock.
Or a
Just.
foot or 2 more close, I think.
That's a great view.
They didn't want to overbrush it and give Brett an easy one. It's still a very tough shot for a single.
Well, number 1 among skips, 94% on his draws. So you've got opposites here on the ice in terms of draw weight.
Still heavy.
All up to Gallant and Walker. Gallant on the left, Walker, or Gallant on the right, Walker on the left, pardon me, needs the button. And it needs to stop. That's why he's 94%. Wow. He's feeling it.
The 2020 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by AGI, West Steel, Westfield, Batco, Nico, SureTrack, and more. We are AGI.
Day one of the championship round, the grade 8 survivors from the pool play. Saturday through Wednesday. And our feature tonight is Newfoundland and Labrador against Ontario. And the two-time champions, skipped by Brad Gushue, 17 and 18, pick up 1 in the first. It means that Ontario and John Epping from the Leaside Curling Club in Toronto have the last rock. They have the hammer playing the Yellowstones here in 2. Well, I tell you, it must feel good when you are the skip. And yeah, you've got your path, but your path has to lead to a good piece of the button, and you can reach into your pocket and go, I have that, draw weight.
I think he reached back to what he did and draw to the button for hammer. He did the same thing. He's got the feel right now. He loves the speed. It's all about muscle memory, and Brad loves this speed. Look out.
And that's his single to get on the board. The key shot is brought to you by OK Tire. Service, repair, and tires.
Some curlers like it like 14 seconds, some like it 15, and whatever it is. It's a nice, really good speed. And of course, the brushing's so effective now.
They get picked. Yeah. I think there's some frost out here.
Yeah, that looked like it went sideways. They're talking about it picking.
John, is the freeze any good, John? They're yeah, that's where they're gonna go. Okay, I'll play this out at the end. Doesn't matter. Probably this way. Outturn looks easier. Sure. Probably better to make sure we get hands better. Fine. I don't care what turn. Forward, Langer? I think we're in the hunt here. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's just the turn, to Brent's point. It's just the turn you know. If you know one better than the other to put the broom down.
You can get there in either way, can't you?
Like, felt close. Like.
The only reason I'd maybe play the out turn is if they ever chased it, you might get your shooter sprung behind the corner.
Right.
Line's good. Gotta go. Line's great. Line's great. Whoa, whoa.
Got a curl.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Got a curl.
No, it doesn't have to curl. It's good. It's good. Good, good.
Good boy, Matt. Good. Beauty, Matty.
And going with that turn, they kind of get the nice yellow line cocked up just perfect there.
Top 8.
Nice throw.
Brett Gallant in an 8th Brier appearance.
Yeah, I agree. Top 12.
Top 12.
Yep, you gotta go, Mark. Line's good. Hard, it's light.
Gotta go. Just
Still
tight.
holds the record for most wins at the junior level for a skip at 48.
Can't let him get another one in here.
Won the championship 2010, the Canadian Juniors.
Line up these reds. Go, 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 go. Finish.
And trying just a little bit to overlap them.
Okay.
One more.
Sure. Sure. Yeah.
What's the plan here just by doing that? What are you trying to do?
Well, I think what they're really trying to do is if they can lock another one dead on, then all 3 are hard to get out of there. The red one goes and you score a big end. But
Should be still pretty steep.
at some point in time, Gushue's going to change gears too.
Double the guards.
Yeah, I don't like those 2 reds left there.
No, or this red that's in the
Not
race.
crazy.
No. And you play the double. Yep.
No,
That was
it's
my
not.
first instinct to
I
just.
think that's awesome.
Or
He's gonna play
he'll fire it in, like if
Or he fires it. I like the freeze, you?
I think we like the freeze, John.
No, they're going to go.
Still want to make this easy for him. That's my worry.
Okay.
If you're dead
Whatever you
to it,
see.
it's not easy.
Make the double stay is really good, no?
Okay. That's my least favorite. You're just opening up his freeze.
Yeah, you could hit the open one too, roll somewhere.
Go say something. Are you just opening up his freeze doing that?
Now, this is why.
I mean, he's dying to get one on that top yellow.
I know, right?
And right now he can't get one there.
Okay.
Until we hit this.
Right, you're right. Okay, so I guess as long as it's there, it's still pretty steep.
You could just hit the
Can't make that
left-hand
come
one.
around.
Yeah, that's what I was just going to draw,
easy.
Cheryl. I think that's the way to go.
It's still steep
Just
if
stay
you
there.
make that freeze. Really steep. And he probably loses his back one.
Okay.
I just like having something up there. You
I think
can
we
use
freeze.
it.
The double was tricky too.
Same thing, Matt.
That's one of the reasons that John, some feel, struggled. That Brent Lang, with all that experience, didn't take him a little bit under his wing and coach him a little bit more through a few things. And there's an example of when Lang maybe is at his best. As we drop in on the game, Team Canada, Alberta, Brendan Bottcher and his last.
Well, the end turned around completely on Kevin Cooey's first stone. It was Team Canada lying 3. He was hitting to lie 4. It over-curled. It jammed on another stone, and now it's a hit for 2.
There they are. 2 it is. Trying to win 9 straight.
Oh, just a beautiful freeze by Matt Cam.
Isn't that incredible?
I think you play it because they're just going to try to run the double. I don't think you want to whip it, though. Yeah. Here. Okay. Corner.
Now they have to take off their own red. And try to kill a yellow or 2. At least, even if you rearrange them, would be brilliant.
Heavy. Firm normal. Quite heavy. Yes. Slow. Quite heavy. Yes. Hard. Hard.
Go land.
Hard. Hard.
Coming through. They're going to arrange something. So they got rid of their corner card.
Good job, Mark.
Got rid of 1 and did a little unlocking as well.
Freeze it again. You weld it with the out?
It's better, but it's still, you can freeze on the top one again if you wanted to.
Open now, over here, just biting the 8. Yeah, right on it even. Make this slash not there. Yeah, you're right.
At what point do you make a move on that shot rock, though? You gotta. I always worry about these. Let's say this comes up a little light and it hooks on something.
Just as fast here, amen.
And you can't get in
yeah,
there.
That feels nice. That normal stuff.
And you've done it to yourself.
Yeah.
That's what you're asking.
Could you ever tap at 3 inches or so? Just get that red one exposed. Then you've got them both ways. Tough, though. It's pretty well buried.
Well, I guess Ontario has a slash in with their yellow, too.
Yeah.
I think it goes real wrong.
Wait's good, John.
Line only. Whoa.
Ryan Fry.
Yeah, whoa.
We're there, John.
Line only. No.
Yep.
Fry's will curl.
Whoa.
Stephanie sticking here.
Hard.
Come on.
Lang takes the stone. Cam is on the carry.
Good.
And another one right down to it.
Oh my goodness, just impeccable.
Found a shot we can make.
A series of them.
What's that?
We found our team shot.
Still not sure if it's good.
Yeah. Intern job.
Yeah.
Top 8, top 4.
Brad, he's got like a quarter of the one he just threw.
I know, we can't guard it because he can get at it with this turn.
No, I know. I'm just letting you know.
Right there. That's the shot. Right to 4.
Yours slid good, Brad. Like,
oh, this, I mean, you have to be perfect on this shot for Mark. You tick and roll off and leave an easy double.
I don't think it's faster.
okay. Take 4 feet off of that.
Yep. It's pretty close.
Weight's good.
Top 8.
Bit of room.
Just trying a corner freeze. Second shot.
Weight's good.
Fighting 4. Weight's good.
Yep.
Fighting 4 here, guys. Top 4.
Close.
Weight's nice.
Whoa. Just short of 4 foot.
Whoa. On its own. On its own. No. Pretty good.
Oh, just though, I think.
Yeah, like 4 inches heavier. You're looking at 4.
Sorry, overdid it. A smidge. I knew it.
Yep, he's got to make a move here soon, or he's going to get himself boxed in.
I think if you.
It is the yellow.
Well, let's go over to Saskatchewan, Northern Ontario, after Saskatchewan opened with a single, and Saskatchewan again sitting the 1. Can you get to it for a possible 2, Northern Ontario and Jacobs?
You can, but with soft weight. Matt tried to hit and roll underneath that corner guard to be buried on his final, and it rolled a bit. But it still is mostly open. Needs to get by the high guard.
There. Now help it over. There for 2. They are so good. The brushing.
Good sweep, Pete. Good call, buddy.
And again, the compliments the Ryan Harnden to hold it, then late licks EJ to bring it over, and the call of Kennedy. And that results in a deuce.
Got to spin when you hit it.
It's the scariest 1-3 team you'll ever see in that Northern Ontario.
Is it ever?
See it. Thin quarter.
Oh boy, going to give it a go here. They're trying to set up for a
Very
big
thin
score.
quarter.
Can you see it?
Can you see enough of it? Looks thin.
I got 2 inches.
That's maybe not enough.
What?
It might not be enough.
3 inches.
Whatever you want.
He wants to play this, but there's a big downside here if you whiff right by.
Yep. Whoa. Yep. Yes.
Got a really squeak hit by that guard there. Oh, he did make contact.
Just fantastic.
He was so tight to that guard.
Shot, Ryan. Sure, buddy.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, and you had to.
Pretty good.
It's the only way you can make that shot.
Oh,
I thought he was on it.
You know, and you feather, it doesn't go anywhere, and then you only got 2 shots left to get out of that. It might be 2-0.
Oh, Ryan thought he was on the guard, I think.
No, it's like edge. Yeah, that's probably the shot. Probably a little under, if anything. Hey? Sure.
Yeah, the stagger would work for them in Newfoundland, Labrador.
Would it ever?
You just watched Gushue bail him out last end, and this is exactly where he threw the in-turn draw to win hammer.
Well, we got to be high enough that he can't make that.
That is his absolute favorite shot, the in-turn draw.
And you got to be careful on this one because you come deep, back 4, which you'd like to be able to throw to there. There's a red double. So it has to be high in the rings.
Top button?
Top 4.
Yeah. What do you want to see here, Brad?
Yep.
Biting 4 is fine.
You like that ice?
Too high. There's a yellow there, isn't there? If you go tickling the top 4.
Yeah, it's you have to be perfect.
Similar to your draw last time. Yeah, well, I'd say it might be a little quicker, but with the footprints, yeah.
Put it on the tee line.
Felt there, guys.
They heard
Tee back button.
Mark Nichols say, put it on the tee.
Just behind tee.
Response is back button.
Just behind tee.
Top button.
Gotta wait for it now, and then Gallant should try and help this over if he can. Look at that go in there now. Now late licks, try to take it back, and T-line 4 foot.
Very nice.
Weight was perfect, just didn't curl here. Didn't curl the way I thought it would.
I don't know. It'll be close.
Well, it doesn't change your shot, so.
No. Well, could knows this.
No.
Well, he gets in here, we don't have a shot.
Yeah, then you're dead.
You got to play this.
You got to deal with that one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Deal with shot stone, and then
Get an inch buried, and
you may have something on your last. That
He can't nose it.
yellow on the left, you can't see just out of the range there. You can see it in the cup. You could use it.
Yeah, just roll it an inch under, something like that.
So something like that, and remove the red, obviously. Then if Newfoundland comes down to maybe that area, you're going to see Ontario throw a rocket, kill that one, and it could go off that way for as many as 3 or 4.
Okay.
But the main thing, as Lang said, let's deal with this one. If we can't get shot rock here.
Yeah, it's. And you need to get to the inside.
Brad's didn't bend, eh?
No.
Dead perfect weight.
They seem puzzled by that.
To the hack.
Hack. Clean. Yep. Whoa. Yep. Yep. Whoa. Yep. Hack. Whoa.
Oh, they got to get it by that guard there. Now, can they get across the nose a little bit? Oh, just they
Really good.
was there, maybe 1/4 of a turn.
That's pretty
That's
special,
real good,
though.
dude. He's got a hit
No
all the way
inside
to the
roll.
Oh, yeah.
Just a really well thought out shot.
I roll there.
It's still making contact.
Well, yeah, but he might have the in off.
The
for
double.
3. And still making contact. Okay. Just got to roll
It's
away.
a rematch of the Manitoba Provincial Final. And it's Gunlickson
You could.
of
but
Manitoba
boy.
against Team Wildcard, Mike McEwen. And
Even
they've
if we give up
blanked
3 here, Mark, game's
the
not
first
over,
3.
so. Good hack.
Okay.
Roll it a rock or 2.
I think you want to roll it. I mean, you leave it there. Yeah. Right here.
I find it interesting in John Epping's the amount of experience that Epping has in Lang and Fry. The resumes of those two. And just the way they've sort of guided John through the first 2 ends. You know, he wants to go, no, John, maybe, hey, what about over here?
Yeah, it's, you know, and I think that's happening more and more as this team's kind of morphed into this team rather than individual players coming in, and they're all kind of finding their way. What do they do to support John? And, you know, sometimes I think it's how do they get away from some of the risk taking that he wants without changing his style.
Yep.
It's close. Hack! Whoa!
Hack!
Yep!
Yes!
Whoa! Yeah! Yes!
Final stone, Newfoundland and Labrador, Gushue.
Hard!
Yes! Whoa! Whoa!
Where's he going to roll to? Oh, he rolls it away.
Great shot.
Nice shot.
Good.
So good.
It's a perfect shot.
If that rolls a foot farther, it's a hit for 4.
Shot.
It rolls
it's
a
good.
foot less. There's a double for 3 or 4.
I was really worried about them leaving the double.
Yes. Just brilliant weight control again.
Yeah.
Oh, that hits it.
I think it goes under it.
I think so.
I don't
too.
think so.
No, it doesn't.
I think it's hitting it all day. I
don't
think
have
it's
the
for.
whole
I
thing.
think
You
it's
got-
for 4.
You got 7/8.
Because I think I can stick my shooter.
I think it forced
I
into
would
this,
imagine you
Cheryl.
stick this 5. You can't quite see it all.
Oh. It's.
It's like a nose hit if you can see enough of it.
Just take the 2.
I'm here to have fun.
I think it's definitely there, John.
If it's there, it's worth it, no?
Sure.
Oh, it's a nose. It might be even a little bit high side. Like not quite nose.
I think it's actually there.
It's there for
I think it's
4.
there for 4.
Kind of weight, normal?
He's got to
Oh.
graze the
I
red
don't
guard.
think light really
Yeah, I'd like
changes
to.
much.
Because anything high, we give them 2, right?
No. No. Anything high, it's always getting that.
You think so?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's right.
Look at it from this side. Yeah, I guess if you...
I think it's just the red guard. He has to hit at least 70, 80% of that rock, and that's all he can see.
Should go in there, right? I think so.
Yeah, I'm going to you.
Okay.
You know, just further to what I said about the experience of Fry and Lang.
That's not
there-
coming into play.
But there are times that you
I'm worried
have to
about it
get
going
out of the
under
way.
now.
And if Epping, the skipper, sees it, you have to let him go.
You do,
Go with
and
your
that
gut.
just
I'm not-
comes with playing
we're
together
you're looking
and
at it at-
maybe talking a
you'd have
player
to
out of a
hit
shot,
That much of it to dead stuff.
learning to read when they really see something.
Okay.
Worry about this one.
Okay.
John's not feeling this one, though.
You guys like it? I think it's for 4, but.
Hey, make it. I like that number.
Okay.
Make it.
Well, they had a 4 earlier today, and they had that big 4 last night in the game against Territories and Jamie Cooey. And that was the win that got them into the championship round. So here we go. He's feeling a 4. Little high. Said he was always there. Oh, if he can hold it on. No. And it'll finally sit for 3.
He likes 3s now too.
Girls, any more, he might save that back one, too.
Ryan Fry said, hey, I'm just here for fun. It's a fun game now. There you go. 3. As we look down the sheet behind John Epping, towards Matt Cam throwing. And yeah, that's a big 3 on the board for Ontario. And Epping, the team from the Leaside Curling Club in Toronto. Ontario trying to win their first Canadian Men's Curling Championship since Glenn Howard in 2012. And Newfoundland and Labrador trying to win their first since Gushue did it in 17. And Newfoundland and Labrador and the team from St. John's will have the last rock. They have the hammer here in the third, playing the Red Storms.
I think you want back 8.
Well, that was a clinical way to play it, and 3 perfect freezes around a guard that was almost in the rings. It wasn't like they were easy. Angled them up, cued them up perfectly. Gushue had no choice. Mark came in with a nice freeze. Brad came in, and they still managed to get 3.
But it goes to
back 4.
What you were saying earlier when we came on the air show. When the ice is like this, listen, they all made great shots, but John Epping in particular threw up some, first of all, wonderful draws, and then he made the upweight shot.
Yeah, you know, his style of game is always going to force himself to make some big shots, and he loves that.
Nice.
I think it's when the ice is tricky and he can't make those big shots that he gets in trouble, but he's feeling it. He knows the draw weight, and then you know you can save yourself. If you call yourself into trouble, you know you can hit the pin.
John and Ryan Fry have a shade less rotation. I think if it frosts up late at night, they tick the odd guard or a center guard over curls. It doesn't take much.
Line's good, just half in the 8.
A little bounce. We're a little bit strong here. Gotta sit. Yeah, we're definitely heavy. Too heavy.
Matt Cam. And just a little bounce.
Advantage Newfoundland now.
Can you hit it low? Nice to get a little on the inside. The problem is that's going to stay there. If we get those with a bad angle, the other option is throw a bit of weight. That might be a better option. Do you have all of it?
Just missing a sliver.
You can hit 3/4. One here or
7/8.
3/4 or 7/8. Yeah. What kind of weight? Normal.
Normal, firm.
Heel. Okay.
I like it that Brad sometimes throws the weight back down to the thrower. You're seeing it. You're sitting in the hack. What do you think he can make it with? What looks good for you? What way do you want to throw? It gives a little responsibility back to the thrower rather than it being dictated from the other end, and you're kind of more all into the shot.
On both A and D flanks. So Northern Ontario continues to lead Saskatchewan and Alberta ahead of Team Canada.
Really nice.
It worked out great.
That's real good. I need to sweep that one, but you were down, so. Yeah. Good shot.
I was looking to see. I didn't see you sweeping, so that's why I could.
Good? Real good.
Yeah.
Okay. Hack?
Yeah. Oh, is that tight? Yeah, I agree. I need some ice, John.
Back to Ryan and a little bit less handle. You got to give him a bit of room. The last thing you want the thrower in a shot like this is to go, I don't think I have enough ice, because then you're going to whip it.
Right.
Whoa! Yes! Oh, hard!
Come on, Matt.
Going to get it by? Oh, he did. Matt Cam.
Just as well they took the extra inch ice.
But that's a good teaching point. I'm thinking. You've got to ice to the throw, correct?
I don't know about the whoa call.
And even in your club games, if that person throws it that way, give them the ice to make the shot.
Yeah, I think and just a little bit more responsibility into it as well. Whatever it takes to make the shot. If Ryan, as he said, I'm not comfortable, I need a little bit more, give him that much more, unless you're adamantly know that there's something different in that spot.
Yeah, Ryan took control there, didn't he? Instead of him wrecking on the guard and going, I knew that wasn't enough ice.
Yeah, you love that. It takes all four at this level.
Oh, he threw that good. Not enough ice, Mark. Okay. Sweet. Good weight.
Like controller board. Control.
I like a firm board,
Yes. Roll here.
Oh, that just gives, we got to make the roll.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying even if you roll, ear's good.
Yeah, you roll over there.
Roll
It's
too
fine.
far is good.
Doesn't he
You
just
got a
give him
double.
a double?
Yeah, maybe. It depends where you roll.
Where are we going?
Four? Four.
Trying to wait?
I like right behind the car.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Forward.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Langer.
Try.
Okay.
I looked at this, Russ, and I thought rolling behind the corner to the left there
Okay.
would have been good.
Yeah, that works too, doesn't it?
I know there's a center guard up. There was a little risk with rolling towards the center. You could jam on that back yellow.
Or if you don't roll perfectly, it might be a yellow double.
Back line.
Well, probably does through. We need to make sure we roll at least edge on edge here.
Okay.
Supposed to hack.
Okay.
This thing's, I'm right behind it. It's over
hack,
buried.
yep.
And he's asking for hack.
Speed should be good here.
The Scotties, as the week went along, I thought the ice straightened out on these inside outs a little bit, especially in this spot where you got way over to the corner.
It's good.
That hasn't happened yet.
We're close.
Close.
It's very level.
Here,
Yeah.
right.
Hack, we're good. Weight's good. Whoa! Whoa! Brett! Weight's good. Go, Brett. Go, Brett. Go, 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 go. Oh, funny weight.
Hard, John.
And it will hang around, though. So they have Newfoundland, Labrador, a couple in the rings.
What do you do with it?
You roll, no?
Where? Okay.
Couple feet less, and it's perfect.
I thought-
Probably plays
Maybe
in
a hair
off.
less.
Anyway,
Do
good
these Manitoban wildcard have someplace to go? I mean, that's 4 blanks now as they go to 5.
I can hit and roll, but I
Here, leave him.
gotta. If I jam, I'm gonna leave my cross half stubble. But I
Yeah,
guess
no.
it's the end of the world. What do you think?
I'm okay with this. Lock it right on
I
there.
You're playing right down to it,
What are we calling it?
and then you
Just
don't leave a
normal?
double.
Yeah.
That would be the risk.
Tempting to hit something 2 up, and you don't have hammer. But yeah, if you make this good, right back down there, it probably alleviates a big score.
I guess the only hit you have is maybe the wings and roll in.
Yeah.
But those are tough.
Back 8. It's where it's gotta be. Your line's fight hard.
Oh, we're short of that.
We're
T line back
hard.
4.
Everything you got.
Oh, you want it back down there.
Keep going. Hard Langer. Keep going. Hard Langer. Keep going. Keep going.
Fred Lang. And they'll get it around. It may have over-curled, actually,
To the left back.
showing a little bit of
Just
space.
kept sweeping it for a nose double.
Double
we
for
leave that a little
to
more
sit
open
3,
this
Top 4.
just like that.
Yeah, and to Brent's point, you leave it higher, and it wouldn't have curled as much, and the double would be, they'd roll out playing the double.
There's that draw weight again. Just not quite where you wanted it.
Is that normal? I was thinking like peel, but okay. I think I'll get a little bit of curl.
That's where the hit made some sense.
Yeah, yeah.
Even if you hit and stayed, he's got a tough double. He doesn't have one now. He's an easier one.
Well, it's interesting that Newfoundland Labrador, as you see, gave up a 4-ender in that first against Northern Ontario, but still managed to come back and win. So giving up the 3 spot, that's nothing. But they stuffed it here, and they killed their own on the way by.
Boy, oh boy.
Oh, and then leaves it in behind the center.
And then on the button.
Yeah.
Other than that, it was great.
Oh. That's
Oh.
not working out for you.
Ah.
And clipped your own. You might
feel
have had a
that far
chance
off
for
it,
a couple this end.
Obviously, I was.
They weren't sure, I thought, when Brad Gushue got down. They weren't quite set on the weight.
Could
They
be.
were talking a little bit about maybe a little indecision.
Yeah, that spot edge of 4-ish where he threw would have a little bit of pebble. And I think that's probably why he maybe threw it a hair harder than he wanted. We're only talking a half an inch or so from these shots being real good to being horrible.
Hair wider.
Weight's good. Top 4.
It's really quick down here.
Well then.
Short's the option.
Hair wider.
Well, and John just threw this.
Good.
Real close.
You're pretty close.
Just fight the 4.
Wait's there,
Line's good.
Fry. We're right
the 4.
to it.
Almost
to it here. Curl. Right to it. It's over. Yep. Keep the angle. Yep. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Or a little bounce down.
Yep. Yep. Hard. Bounce. Good. Great shot. Good shot, man.
Oh, that is really good.
Good, eh?
Really good.
That bounce helped.
Yeah.
Two, so no shot to score.
Yeah, the only shot, we try to squeak it.
That's impressive. He's just going to pick one.
No, take it.
What a great shot. No chance to score for Newfoundland.
A hair wider and a hair softer. Feel like just,
yeah,
it looked like you threw it a little, came out a little hard, so you dropped it. Yeah.
Okay.
That last one ran real straight, so.
This isn't the tough. You don't want this kind of degree of difficulty just to give them one.
Don't think the guard's high enough to chase that top one.
No, I don't think so either.
Oh, these are frustrating to throw.
Yep.
Just to cut them down right now. Ontario sitting the 2. And so it will be a steal of 1 for Ontario. 4-1, they lead it.
Forward. Right. Lean. Clean. Lean. Hard, Matt. Pretty hard. Okay.
3 it is.
If you get wide enough, it'll take a lot longer to break.
Hard line. Where are you? Okay, room. You're on.
Get it there, go.
Here you go. Here you go.
Yep.
Here you go. You're looking for some gooey magic. It's right there to the pin. Been given this opportunity, boy. Epping, you don't want to let it go away. Trying to get it over. And does. And there's the 2 for Epping in 9-5 Canada Cups. He has never won. And this one is for a trip to the curling trials for John Epping. Yeah, and Duke, Canada Cup winner, Epping. So that's that first ticket I was talking about to the Roar of the Rings in Saskatoon in December of 21 to determine who will wear the maple leaf in Beijing. So second, well, it'll go to the Brier winner. If it should be Epping that wins this Brier, then they'll go to the points of the current year, ending in around the end of April, middle of May. And right now, the points leader, and by a considerable amount, Brad Jacobs. That's how outstanding Jacobs' year has been. Number 1 on tour, won over $138,000, 4 different wins. That's he's just had that kind of season. So if Epping were to win this, it would be a pretty good bet that Brad Jacobs would get that second spot in Saskatoon. So we welcome you back on this Thursday night. 4-1 after that steal of 1, and once again Newfoundland and Labrador with Last Rock playing the Red Stones here in Ford.
Nicely done.
I don't see that being worthwhile. Can you double the 2 tight ones?
Hey, Kathy, let's update the game between Saskatchewan and Northern Ontario. And I see Braden Muscowie out there, brushed down for Matt Dunstone.
And a chance for 2 for Matt. Facing 2 on his final. Brad Jacobs played the hit and roll under, and he rolled under, but he rolled too far. So he is not shot. Needs a bite of the 8-foot for 2.
And again, we'll point this out throughout the evening. There's Northern Ontario at 3 losses, as is Ontario in our featured game. And there's the draw for a couple. Take a 3-2 lead.
Great pair. Attaboy.
It's a massive game because Northern Ontario has to bring Saskatchewan back to their win-loss total. Nice double by Matt Cam there. Just haired that long guard with a bullet, made the thin double.
Well, he and Brent Lang have both been outstanding. The setup shots, that's really been the pressure they've been able to apply to Newfoundland.
Go ahead, Mark. Go ahead, Mark. Go ahead, Mark.
Trying to set up double corners here. That one guard that you see just coming in at the top of the screen is ineffective, so throw a second one.
Okay, good shot. Okay.
That's good.
Can't double peel them, and you can use the second one if they peel the top.
Like it's super thin to jam it.
Over curled on them.
I said it's super thin to jam it.
Well, I guess you have to be aware of everything. Even that stone's over there on the edge of the 12-foot.
Might be a whiff.
Uh-oh, watch out. Oh, dear.
It's not a whiff, but he didn't jam it.
No, but pushes it over now, and it's covering the 8. And it's red. It belongs to Newfoundland and Labrador.
Even with this.
You don't have to throw them that hard. You only had to remove one stone.
Half the floor, but
Just right where Brad Gushue wanted it.
Get some curl here, hey? What's up? You're gonna get some
it'll
curl
curl.
here?
It'll finish, yeah.
Okay.
It is.
Good speed, hey?
I don't know if I guess it's the psychology of any sport, but Ryan Fry made a wonderful shot in that end where they got their 3 in the second. Yet now he comes up with that one, Gerald.
Yeah, again, I think what we've seen, and I think you've watched curling enough, you see it seems to be the simpler ones that players just sit down the hack and they throw, and you focus so hard on the tough shots and forget to do the same on the, I guess, more straightforward shots. That was just, he went fast and didn't settle in the hack and wide.
Okay.
Pop out.
Little bit.
Or you want to run it?
No.
Hack?
Yeah. I think it'll curl out here, guys.
Fries will curl.
They should curl, eh?
You just don't want to, and you don't want to ever tick in that top guard.
Don't even mention that, Cheryl. No, you're absolutely
I would be
right.
thinking it.
Keep a broom on it, Matt.
Brent's thinking it too.
So keep a broom down.
You're holding it. You're holding it. Keep going.
You know, there's the Brent Lang with the coaching. You're holding it.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
And a much better throw for Ryan Fry.
Maybe a little less. Yeah.
Now, if you play the come around, you want to be a little higher than those yellows because John Epping will come off one of his own yellow to get this buried red one. So top 8-ish here.
That was a good throw by Ryan. You can see he's still upset about his first shot.
Fair bit more line here, guys. Similar weight.
Line will be okay.
Foot less. Top 4.
How's line?
Line's
Getting
okay.
better. Needs to curl though, Brett.
I think it'll get there.
It's you if we got to sweep it has to be you. Same spot. It's a foot short of the line. Yep. You got to finish it. Got to finish it. Got to go. Got to go. Finish it. Curl. Go. Whoa, 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 whoa. Shot. Okay. Over curl.
Yeah, there's no hold, John. So
It's brought it a hair too far, I think.
trying to hit that first.
Well, the tale of two Johnnies. I mean, he was very good, and then the boy with the curl wasn't very. As the ice changed, losing 3, winning that big game last night over the Territories, 4 in 10 to win it. And then as the ice has become better, so has John Epping, trying to make it 2 in a row. And interesting that his 3 losses, only one team has come back to win a Brier after losing 3 in a row, and that was Al Hackner.
Interesting. Just affects your confidence, I think, and obviously you don't have a grasp on the ice, but this was a little different scenario with the ice just changing a bit in there, and John seems to be very comfortable now.
As much, though, so
Speed, eh?
yeah, it is.
So Newfoundland and Labrador losing just the once in the pool play. That was to Alberta, and then a win earlier today over Team Canada. Again, the reminder, you come out of your pool and then you cross over. So in thinking about where they are right now, they're looking at Alberta up by a game in the loss column, and they're saying, Go Botcher, go. They don't care. Go beat all those other teams.
Top 8 right now.
Because we're not going to meet you again. We've already had our game with you. So you go and beat up on everybody, and we'll go and try and chase you down.
Yeah, keep handing out losses.
Yep.
Fighting the line.
Carolyn Russell said it's about being in that 1-2 page playoff because it affords you that second chance.
Half weight.
I look a little less than Mark.
Yeah, just enough to kill it. Right?
Yeah.
You got a half. Yeah.
Didn't get to finish that time. Remember Brad's
got,
first
like,
rock
Quarter, half?
2 ends ago, 3 ends ago. It didn't curl. First end.
Just kind of soft hack.
Well, Kathy, I want to introduce you. This is Team Manitoba
Yes.
and Team Wildcard. They've been playing for 4 ends, have done nothing. But here in the 5th, they got something going.
Oh, they did a lot this end, and even in the other end. Sometimes they were throwing guards. They'd slide in the house, or there'd be a big double. But some huge shots this end. Mike McEwen drew Barry to lie 4 in the 4-foot on his first, and then Jason just made a big weight run back triple to get rid of 3, and so this now is a draw for 2.
Clean, it's good.
Okay.
As mentioned, this is a rematch
Easy clean, easy clean.
of the Manitoba Provincial Final that Gunlickson won 7-4.
2 yellow.
And there we go. We're on the board, and it's 2-0. McEwen Wildcard leading going to the break.
But Kathy, that he misses that long run.
Oh, the
and it's a
game's
draw
over.
for 5.
Yeah, that was all or nothing, and it was a long run.
Like that ice there for like just a heavy hack, easy board. Yeah, I like that heavy hack.
Every come around
Draws
was
are coming off the line though.
not good enough against Team Ontario there. They played that nice hack, weight, tap and stay, tap and stay.
Oh, just easy board. Okay.
Just exactly what they're looking for, a force.
That's sorry, Vic, around that corner, over curl twice, just by enough, and then under curl.
Yeah.
It's
So they've got that stone over there that's sitting on the edge of the 12.
Heavy hack, easy board.
And it's also, they're going to make this. Weren't able to take advantage. Remember Ryan Fry just sliced that stone across for a corner guard. They were never able to take advantage of that. So it's 4-2 Ontario. Jeff Walker, he throws the lead stones for the Newfoundland and Labrador champions. Skipped by Brad Gushue out of the Valley Haley Golf and Curling Club, the Remax Center in St. John's. Ontario leads at 4-2 as we go to 5. And once again, John Epping from the Leaside Curling Club in Toronto will have last rock playing the Yellowstones.
Let's give you 5 feet less then.
That's what I'm seeing.
Really nice start here from Ontario. Nice force there with some good soft taps. But she was down 4 to Northern Ontario, so this is not insurmountable.
That's good. Weight's good.
5 rock roll, you get to, it benefits the person that's losing by a lot.
Line's good.
Room.
Just full 8.
Room.
Just full 8.
We're full 8.
The curl and stop.
Biting the 4-foot.
We're biting
the
the
pocket.
curl.
Whoa, no. Looks like it's going to come down.
Close.
It's trying.
Yep.
Oh, still there.
Yep.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Yep.
Good. Nice spot.
First one was a 77. Now was a 95.
They kind of wanted to sweep it to bury it, but they didn't want to leave a yellow wall there. So just stopped in time.
That's your regular weight there, buddy.
Yeah.
We saw that through a few hands ago.
Well, Jennifer is here, of course, watching Brent.
A little light.
It's pretty close.
Back
Go back
forward.
4.
Back 4.
Go back 8. Weight's good.
Please.
Back 8. Yep. Pretty close.
Back 4.
Back 4. Whoa.
Back 4.
Yep.
They are for weight.
you can tap this slightly high side, and it'll split off the yellow for a little bit of a wall.
Good shot.
Nice shot.
Really nice because you can't hit the red now.
You gotta give it a go. Yeah.
Great weight control.
What turn you see it?
In turn high.
Tough to get both reds and roll far enough.
Yep. Whoa. Yep. Whoa. Whoa.
Shooter, shooter, shooter. Get it out.
Throw, Matty.
Good.
And gets the high one.
Yellow. How much, sorry?
3/4.
You have enough? Or do you want to? Yeah. How aggressive you want to be here? Can you do that?
Sure. Like that? What's that? Make the double? I'm fine with either. Like I
like
my thought is the tap.
I think the key thing to me there is what Gushue just asked. Cheryl, how aggressive do you want to be? We don't have, Newfoundland and Labrador, doesn't have the last rock, but at the same time, you can make Ontario chase a lot here.
Well, you can, and it's how hard do you want to go for the force, and are you okay with Ontario blanking? Because if you play the double, that's probably what's going to end up happening is they blank. And the risk with playing this shot is you're leaving Ontario stones around, and you could give up a big end.
Is that same rock?
What happened to that one?
Yeah, that was.
I was thinking about.
What's that? I don't know which one he threw last time.
Lost its speed, number one.
Unless he really gets that one.
Really curled.
And
bad break.
Yeah.
No, it's the stone they're saying.
Definitely don't want to do that. You got to peel the guard. Yeah. On to one of them. Sure.
No,
that one's probably better.
No, just take the one.
This is what's really changed in the sport, to Vic, and to my opinion, is they're going to leave intentionally Gushue with 2 rocks in the rings because they know the rocks are so lively they can get at them and kill them multiple times.
So hit it into that one. What? Whatever you want, John. Let's go. Whatever one. Whatever. Peel it. Peel it.
You could peel it into the left-hand one with less danger, but they just want to get rid of it. 2 up with hammer. That's got to be the right call.
Well, blank's pretty good here if you ever get that. That's the only rock that could hurt them.
Yeah, whatever one you know.
Team Canada and Alberta blanked, so they remain tied at 2. Also a blank Saskatchewan and Northern Ontario as they get ready to resume after the break.
Pretty close. Top 12. Line's good. Top 8. Weight's pretty good. Needs to go a little. Weight's pretty good. Needs a curl, guys. Line's good. Needs a curl a bit. Line's good. Line's there. No, line's good. Line's good. Yep. Whoa. Want a curl bit. Want a curl bit. Good job, Mark. Really nice. Shot.
You kill both the bars too, right?
Big weight. That one goes exactly that way. If you get in the right spot, that one goes out. And you lose this one or maybe even both yellows. I don't think they care. That'll be down to 1 red. And like you say, 5 rocks in the rings is a good shot at a blank here now.
Yeah. You wouldn't think.
Whoa.
That's why the peel was the right call, I think, with the score.
Yeah.
Hard.
Yeah.
And they'll be sitting to 2 and they all finally settle.
Boy,
that worked out.
Did it ever work out?
Wow.
You really don't know where those things are going to unfold after you tick them. We knew the double was probably going to be made, but watch this yellow. It kind of glides the back one over.
Redirects it.
Pretty nice.
Just try to keep them lined up.
We're going to try to hit it thin. Bump them both. What are you thinking?
I don't think you're ever getting both.
Son?
You ever going to get both?
Never getting rid of 2 of them.
No. I'm just wondering, do you want to try and line it up, or do you want to try and...
That was my thought.
Get them, try and get them as even as possible.
Yeah, that was... Jeff was thinking line them up.
Yeah.
You're going to have to throw...
2 different shots. I think if you're lining up, you play board.
Yeah.
I think if you're trying to even them up, you're playing at least normal.
You try to get out of this with a blank, if anything, right?
Yeah. I like trying to line them up.
Okay.
Line them up. Okay. Board weight.
Okay.
Just a sliver high.
Yeah.
What they're saying is the way the yellows have lined up, it worked out incredibly good for Ontario, because if you run the red back, you can't get that. The middle yellow's going to jam. And there's a chance for 2. They do not want to give up a deuce. They'll live with a blank.
Board weight.
Yeah.
Mark Nichols.
Whoa, whoa.
Good board.
Brett. Whoa. Whoa. Brett. Whoa.
Poland.
Jeff. Hard.
Now walk.
Hard.
And they're lined up.
Beauty. Great shot. Good shot.
That's pretty nice.
Sit ever.
And it board weight is exactly what they asked for. Gave him a little bit of control of the stone, and it didn't roll off.
Anything else, or would you be able to hit and sit 2 and maybe score 2?
Smash it and see what he does. If you can't guard it, it's going to be behind the tee line. Board. Okay.
They're trying to hang around with board. Great if you make it.
Yep. Weight's good.
Whoa! Yes!
Brian Fry.
Gotta go.
Cam.
Gotta go.
Whoa!
He'll touch it on the way by, so gets the high one. Will the shooter hang around? No, it won't. So shot rock on the lid belongs to Newfoundland and Labrador.
Any lighter.
Yeah.
Can't guard anywhere. We'd have to be in the rings where he can't get at it.
Yeah. Bump it or off.
Yeah. I'll throw my 8 first, or my 7 first, sorry.
7. Do you want to try to get it just a little high?
Just a little, yeah. Half
Like-
a rock, third of a rock, roll in front of this
Yeah.
and kick that back a little, yeah.
Okay.
Back 4-ish.
I think they
throw-
thought
yeah.
Ryan just a little bit extra weight. The pressure you could apply, you stick around there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, changes everything.
C8 rock.
Can't give Brad too many of these draws. He's just zoned in on the button in the last 4 or 5 games.
Looks like a lot of ice. What about that?
Just tapping it nose.
Yeah, I think it looks close.
Think so.
Yeah. Okay.
I guess you can split them a
Back
bit.
4 weight.
Leave a wall.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Good speed here. Speed's nice. Yeah. Heavy.
Weight's good.
Back 4, back 8.
Hair heavy.
Back 8.
Back 8.
Hold down. Half back 4.
Still back 8.
A little bump and roll on top of the Ontario stone.
Back 12.
No.
Chisel one to the other one. Oh.
Let it try to stop.
What do you think?
Not quite. You can definitely get rid of both and leave both
If we
yellows
ever
here.
shave this, obviously it's best.
That
but-
would be best. So let's
yeah.
throw the in.
Okay.
You okay with that?
Sure.
The trick would be see if you can get your shooter to spring anywhere that you don't leave an easy double.
Right. I think you get that with a lot of speed. You got to make sure you kill that one. That's the worry. And then you're leaving an easy double. But I think they'd love a blank. I heard them say if you shaved the red one sideways, then you'd come around the horn and up a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you wouldn't risk very much for it. A blank is good for them. It
Right.
moves, takes a hammer away from the opposition.
Make sure both reds go.
Yeah. Whoa. Whoa. Yes.
Jonathan, his first. Cam staying with it. Oh, it's going to back up and back up and back all the way out.
Still touched. Hit it and it's still touched.
Shot. Oh, boy.
Quite happy with that.
It was really thin, but
Made a move, eh?
it did.
Yeah, that
Actually thought I fired it back.
Oh, you did.
That took a move, eh?
Soft kick.
Yeah, just
What we've seen all week, actually, right from draw one last Saturday, even with the up weight, that there was a fair bit of movement.
It's going to be a little quicker.
But they still seem a little surprised.
I think so. I don't think yet. I think it's really going to walk sideways, though.
be very similar.
Is that? I think same weight. That's got to be enough ice, though, Jeff, eh?
Taking a hair more than 6 feet to freeze this. That's just a beautiful curl.
Yeah, it's good ice.
Yeah, so his numbers tonight are off at 75%.
I like it.
Back
I
four
like
depth.
It's good.
Final stone for Newfoundland and Labrador and Gushue. Last rock belongs to Ontario, trying to make something out of this.
Just you then.
Trying to play it down to that
Needs a curl long way, Brett.
Ontario stone.
No.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Nope.
Yeah,
And you
right
drag
next to
that
it.
over a little bit more.
You gotta keep sweeping that.
Okay.
Sorry.
Trying to bury it.
You gotta be. Doesn't have any size.
Tough one.
Trying to use it as a guard.
Yeah, nearly wrapped it around.
Shoot.
Out, John?
Yeah, I
Throw
got
it
kind
in,
of polar opposite skips here, bud.
Final stone and looking for the. Here in 5, Cam. Oh, watch out. Oh, just got it. To put a blank on the board here in 5. Our first blank of the game. We'll go to the break. 4-2 Ontario.
The 2020 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by New Holland, proud sponsor of Curling Canada.
Newfoundland, Labrador against Ontario, and oh, that 3 steal of 1. There are your 4 points, and it's remained that way. Ontario 4-2 as we go inside the numbers.
Well, we said John Epping had to have a very good game, and really he took the hammer away the first end from Newfoundland, forced them to 1, and he made 2 pistol draws at end, and draws had been his struggle. And then you looked at the series of freezes made by that entire team Epping in the second end, set up for the 3. All those difficult shots have pushed Gushue's numbers down to 75%.
Numbers after 5 brought to you by AGI, Equipment and Technology Solutions for Agriculture.
Unless he really.
Trying to figure out what they have to do to get back into it. They're down by a couple and without last rock.
I don't know if he did something already.
The 2020 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by Home Hardware. Here's how. By Tim Hortons, the official coffee of Curling Canada. And by Scotties, Canada's #1 tissue.
Well, there's somebody you know very well. Wayne Maddaw tonight, honored with his induction into the Canadian Curling Hall of Fame. And 2 of them, 3 of them actually, 1 on his own, and then of course the others with the Howards. 9 appearances at the Brier, and just an outstanding career, Wayne Maddaw. Congratulations to him. And to the other inductee, Julie Skinner, was inducted in Moose Jaw with Kelly Law, of course. And if we forget, she was also a World Junior Champion. Congratulations to both Julie Skinner and Wayne Maddaw.
Really well deserved. Wayner was one of the best shot makers ever played the game, and a brilliant skip. Even when he was playing second, he was a brilliant skip for our team.
He kept telling you that.
Yeah, exactly. He said, "What are you doing wrong?"
3 different positions. That's
unbelievable.
talk about bringing the right things to a team.
People asked me for years what was the best team you ever played on. And I said, well, when Wayne Madod's your second.
Yes. The guy that could skip.
As we go to the 6th featured game into championship round play now on this Thursday night. Ontario leads at 4-2, and once again they do have the last rock, playing the Yellowstones. Newfoundland and Labrador, the Red Rocks.
Down pretty good.
I don't even think you wonder what the conversation was with Team Gushue at the break is, what are we doing wrong? How can we generate? But I don't know so much if it's what they're doing wrong, is more so what Ontario is doing very, very well.
Line's good.
And it's been the freezes and the angles and
3 perfect freezes in that third end, or in the second end for the 3.
And no shot for Gushue in the third end. He had to pick one to give him one.
Yeah, that's right.
It's just a lot of great shots, putting a lot of pressure on the opposition.
Those are about, from a line perspective, as different as we're going to get all week. Different?
Same kind of throw.
Bar exposed. Yeah, you're real close.
Little bit early.
Clean it. Weight's real good. Top 8.
Whoa, line's good.
I don't think you should be drilling that, but whatever.
Line's good.
Top 4. I think it's good.
You gotta hit the yellow one.
Weight's good.
Whoa,
We're
right here.
Freezing. No, we're not.
Right here.
Down.
Line's good.
Hard.
Yep.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Oh, great shot.
Oh, great spot.
Shot like that.
2 usable stones. Anywhere Gushue goes, if he tries to play anything into the 4-foot, those yellows are promotable. So he's going to take the other angle and try and tap him back and build a wall behind.
Brent Lang throwing a 93% game so far, and
there. Back 8.
Back
12. Yeah,
Both
ahead.
front ends are outstanding.
Yep. Back 8. Back 12.
Hard line.
Yep. Back 8. Hard. Back 8.
Easy. Hard.
Hard. Stay on it. A little heavy. Stay on it. Roll it in front of the other one. Roll it in front.
Good shot.
Good shot. Really good.
Good job, shot. Great shot.
well, they've gotten to the 6th now and playing 2-0 wild card, and wild card appears to be sitting 1. So final stone now for the Manitoba champions from Morris, Jason Gunwoodson.
A wild card actually has 2 on the 4-foot, Vic, so this is a really precise shot. Jason tried a big weight run back on his first, got nothing, so Mike capped off that hole outside, so this needs to be on the lid.
Keep going, keep going, keep going, hard, hard, hard. Never stop, go, 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 go. Good.
Wow. For the single on the board, 2-1. McEwen wild card leading.
Weight's good. Nice board. Yep. Gotta go. Hard. Weight's good. Hard. Hard, Mark. Hard, you're close. Hard, real hard. Hard. No roll. Don't line up. Okay.
That's what you don't want to be doing when you're down 2 points, is hitting, but really no option there.
10-3, Brett.
Sure.
He's in a perfect spot. It could be usable.
Is that crazy? No?
A little bit.
Oh, yeah, that's just right.
I'm going to try to keep it open here.
I don't know what to do.
I'm fine with it.
How didn't we talk earlier
They'll keep throwing a guard for now.
about Ontario and their problem, particularly when the ice was a little tricky, that Epping didn't know or left his bail point too late. So maybe this is just an idea here. You know what? I've got to keep it open. I've got the lead. I've got last rock. I'll continue to play this way.
I would hazard a guess that they've had some conversations about this, because I think that has been John's, since they got that 3-ender, he knows when to bail.
Lots of yellow there facing Saskatchewan, aren't they? Or is it?
Well, no,
it's Jacobs.
Yes.
My gosh, I'm sorry.
A chance to really break this game open. Matt Dunstone's big shot was the first one, was playing an upweight hit. He actually picked his own out and left Northern Ontario line 3. And on his final stone, he got rid of one, just ticked another one over. Any paint for 4.
Line's good.
The open draw.
Okay, you're on this. You're good. You're good on this.
Just the dust from the Brush brothers. The Harndens. And there you go. 4th time this week. And he put a 4 on the board. And yeah, it does break it open. 6-3 they lead, trying to stay at 3 losses and also bring Saskatchewan back.
He's going to play the back line hit and roll.
Yeah.
Till I 2. See what happens.
He's picking it clean, I think.
I think so.
Clean.
Might be trouble.
This is the same spot that, Ryan had that tick on the guard.
Mm-hmm.
Alberta picks up a single in 6 to lead 3-2, going to 7 against Team Canada. Brendan Botcher against Kevin Cooey in an all-Alberta game tonight.
Little
as
light.
we slide in behind and deliver with Mark Nichols.
Whoa, yep, yes. Hard, gotta go. Gotta go hard. Okay.
They were trying hard to roll to the left because, as you can see now, there's a double left.
Today's about a 10-5.
You know, we talk about Ryan Fry all those years with Brad Jacobs and the great success he had playing out of Sault Ste. Marie, but there were those years he also played with Newfoundland and Labrador and Gushue.
That's right.
He did.
Whoa! Yeah! Whoa! Yes! Hard!
Gotta sneak it. Oh gosh.
Go, John,
and
go,
stuffed it. And with that much power, squishes it out the back.
Not giving Newfoundland too many chances here.
That's frustrating, and you start to push a little bit, and
My Moni issue, we roll under.
when an end comes up, a big one.
We knows he might just go here.
Yeah, and then we got to play the hit and roll. But what I'm saying, if we roll under and he puts it right there, we're giving up 2.
I think we're in a spot now where you kind of gotta press a little bit, don't we?
Well, there's still 4 ends after this, Mark. So, and this is not a great opportunity. Like, to me, this looks like we give up 2 a whole lot more than we steal.
Okay.
I'm just thinking nose. If he rolls under, great. Then we come around. If he goes here, then we still got to hit and roll.
We're trying to roll on. Okay.
I know he's not, but I'm just sure. I just think if we do this, and he makes a decent one here, we're giving up 2, right? And not even decent.
You'd have to make the run back.
What's that?
You'd have to make the run back.
This. Yeah.
Okay. Nose. Board.
Nose is good.
Okay.
I like the logic, don't you?
I know we're down 2 without, but there's no sense being stupid. This is where
I'm a little bit with Mark, where I think time is, they're running out of time.
But you've got 4, is that not enough?
Well, it depends on if the other team lets you, and the way Ontario's playing, you can kind of side on Mark's side on that too, because how many more chances are you going to get? But you can't give up 2. Like, that's where Gushue's dead right now.
Yeah.
I guess the argument is if you roll buried, it doesn't necessarily mean you're giving up 2.
No, because then if he comes around, he thinks he's coming around, but then you have a freeze chance.
And what if he comes around back button?
You could get a steal out of it even.
Clean. Same as Mark or a hair less.
Whoa.
Yep.
Whoa.
Same as you.
Clean.
Yep.
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 Whoa. Whoa.
Clean.
Clean. Clean.
And right through the nose.
Good shot.
So let's remember what he said here.
I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Let's make
not
the roll.
much.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't like the roll this
okay.
way.
No, I like going this way.
Okay.
Okay.
Board.
So there you go.
Yeah.
But if they should make the mistake and roll underneath, then he'd go around them and go deep.
Yeah,
right?
that's what you're hoping. But
Yeah.
Mark Nichols said they'll never play the roll underneath the center, and you're seeing they're not. I think that was more Gushue's shot to play.
Yeah. You got to hang around on this one.
Wait's good. Forward.
Wait.
Hair hard.
Epping it is first.
Hair up. Whoa. Matt.
A lot of support here from people in Peterborough, although he plays out of Leaside in Toronto. And it will come back and hang on, but from Peterborough originally, and so there's lots of Peterborough support.
It does, you're
5
right.
feet.
Yeah. John Epping.
Yeah, just a pound heavy.
Talking about just that little bit of extra weight makes that much difference in how it runs. Boy, he's lucky to stick around. That rolls out, and you see Brad sprinting down there to play the come around.
Still got an outside chance to roll roughly to the button with Peel Wade. It would have to be incredibly perfect.
Gushue in his last.
Roll it, Jeff.
And won't get there.
When you throw it that bad, it runs pretty straight. Slide a foot tight. And
Long week for these guys.
Well, and this is the start of back-to-back games now, too, right? You've had that a game in the morning, and maybe a game at night, and now you're back-to-back-to-back.
Teams have been given an extra hour. Of course, our afternoon time is 1 p.m. again tomorrow. Let's give the teams a little more rest in between 1 and 7. Looking for the blank.
Not hitting a lot.
Oh, not yet, but enough. Oh, second straight blank. It remains 4-2 Ontario. From the Leon Center here in Kingston, our coverage of the Tim Hortons Brier. This is the 16th Tim Hortons Brier, but the 91st edition of the Canadian Men's Curling Championship, dating back to 1927. Every year except for the war years of 44, 43, 44, and 45 held every year. So that blank in 6 means that once again Ontario has the last rock. They have the hammer playing the Yellowstones and up 4-2, and really in a game that Newfoundland and Labrador haven't been able to put any kind of pressure or play their kind of game.
No, it's really it's been all Ontario. It's in fact Ontario has really taken that offensive style game and really pushed Newfoundland to some tough shots, and they just haven't been able to respond. Well, and it's been mostly Brad. Brad's really had the tough shots in the end. The rest of the team has been playing well, and it's been back and forth. It just comes down to skip shots.
I think it was close.
yeah.
Speed should be good here.
Yeah. Good weight. Back eight.
Back eight.
Whoa, whoa.
Mark.
Back eight. Mark, you gotta go.
It's heavy.
Mark, you got to go. Mark
Back eight.
Nichols.
Go, Mark.
A little heavy. There are any choices to make it
Hard,
curl.
Mark. Hard, 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 hard. Hard. Just a little too heavy.
And they'll unlock it, leave it on the corner.
You're big. Yeah.
Our season of champions will continue beginning March the 14th. It's the World Women's Championship from Prince George. Carrie Anderson will wear the maple leaf after her win at the Scotties. And familiar names, Eve Muirhead, Anna Hasselberg. Looking forward to seeing Elena Stern from Switzerland. And she was a winner over Tiranzoni. And so Canada will open up with one game on that first Saturday. Make a note, Pacific time, of course. 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 Pacific. Anderson and Canada against Eve Muirhead.
That'll be a real litmus test right off the bat. Eve's been there so many times. Carrie's first game ever wearing the maple leaf.
On home soil.
Back four. Back four. Yep. Yep. Back button. Hard line. Close, hard line.
That was also something that the Ontario team was saying, even playing here as a provincial rep.
Hard, stay on it hard, hard.
It was sometimes a little difficult, particularly during the 3-game losing streak, that the pressure started to build on them. Let's jump over to wild card and Manitoba, and that appears that Manitoba is sitting 1 top edge of the button.
Well, that was a really good angle about what Mike can see from the hack. He tried to run on his first and left Jason Stone shot. He's trying to get enough curl to tap it back out of the 4-foot for 2.
Boy.
It's over, buried.
Even for 1 would be an accomplishment.
Close. Go. Close. Easy. Yeah.
Mike McEwen. What a shot, Matt Cam. Here we go. Hit what you can see. Get it by that one. Now get it by that one. Oh, goodness. Now let it go and sit down.
Oh, my goodness.
And good enough. Oh, and yeah, fist bumps all around for the great brushing of that front end. Samogolski and Hudson.
Holy. Now that's a shot.
Yeah, that is
That's
unbelievable.
a shot. Nice sweep, boy. nice sweep, bud.
Foot lighter, foot heavier. The most he can score is 1. He ticks the guard. He almost went through the guard, and then this is steal. What a great shot.
Back 4. Back 8. Close. Back 8.
Oh, and Matt Cam on our sheets having a game.
He's good. Back 4.
92%.
He went through the guard, too.
He did.
Hard. Hard. Hard.
Just in tight here, it seems to
Hard,
really
Jeff,
work.
Hard. Separate. Okay. Not bad. Throw. Yep.
Danger time here for Team Gushue.
Yep. Clean. Yep. Clean. Clean.
Make sure we miss everything. Yep, keep going, keep going, keep going.
They didn't want to run the red in. Now what do you do?
Watch behind
Tap
that,
freeze. Same weight. Same shot. Yep.
Unless the angles are perfect here, there's a
weight.
really easy red double.
Same shot.
Maybe also play the freeze down to the back one.
Same way.
Yeah, that's true, isn't it?
Foot or 2 more.
Safer.
Yeah, if you're really trying to avoid a double to start with and kind of shut down that 4-foot, trying to force, might be the better option.
Hard. Okay. More positive there. Yeah, it was. It's tracked different, you can tell.
Okay.
The fact that he may have put just a little bit more handle on it, tracked a little different. Another update for you. Let's go, Kath. 6-3. Northern Ontario leads Saskatchewan. And boy, a lot of yellow in there again.
There is, and that was very similar to what Matt Dunstone faced on his first. Buried deep in the house, but Brad Jacobs able to use one of his own stone and slash it sideways to pick it out, and does lie 3. Needs full 8.
Hey, God, I thought you were heavy.
Easy.
Line's good. Line's good. Got a touch 4.
Catlin Schneider, Dustin Kidby.
Line's good. Line's never an issue.
On the brush, Braden
Talk to him.
Muscowie calling line.
Yep. Whoa, off.
Had to get off there.
Should be fine.
Yeah.
Good shot. Same time.
And it is. For the single Saskatchewan.
I think controls the
What are we trying for? Are we trying to jam the back one or?
No, you're trying to just miss it.
Yeah, just through the hole.
Yep.
If you lose the back one, so be it.
Yeah, losing the back one's not awful. I don't think rolling open's good either.
Weight's good.
Yep.
Heavy control.
Hard.
Heavy control.
Hard.
Come at it.
Come on, Matty.
Push, buddy.
Hard, Matt.
Keep going. Good. That's good.
That's really good.
Yeah. Good straight. Go, Fry.
What if we...
You're losing money here, Kathy. Another blank.
That's best.
3-2, Alberta leading over Team Canada.
There's no way to tap this like it's.
You can certainly tap it.
Certainly can with the out turn. It's just tough.
Oh, yeah.
Options.
He's probably coming off his own. Then,
Yeah.
right?
Probably just put it into his
Like a
hit,
hit.
don't you?
Like a hit.
Think so.
What's that?
Timeout.
Timeout is being called
I
by
think even if I make this good, he's slamming this.
Newfoundland and
probably
Labrador.
Squeezing it out of the 4-foot somewhere. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Risk with the tap as you're
Like the way
leaving
it comes in here,
yellow
if we
stones
squeeze-
around.
squeeze that, we're probably getting to there. The same thing, this, we might be able to get to the nose on that. But the problem with the nose is he just hits it this side.
Like the out turn seems better to me to leave it there.
Yeah.
Looks to me like you can easily nose it with the out turn. With back 4.
I don't think so. With the arc, I don't think you will.
Lots of curl.
I think you maybe if you absolutely squeak it, but
I think you want to get a little low, don't you?
You got to be a little low.
Because this, the little low, then if you move that there.
I know,
then
yeah, you're right, but that's no good either. I'm just wondering, do we do this? Do you think we got a decent chance of a force? If we hit this and roll a foot, yeah,
he might.
He's got to do that, yeah, and then I got to hit and stick or a double for a force.
It's an option too.
You ever do something like this? It's probably tough to do.
Running out of ends, a force would be huge.
Much, Jeff, to be honest. It's hard to get it behind the tee line and roll here.
Yeah, and even if you do get it over there,
I like the hit.
Yeah, I'm thinking this. Okay.
You thinking like normal or peel?
I'm thinking easy peel.
Okay.
Like 7.5, something like that.
Just a sliver high.
Yeah.
The problem was he called it arc. It's a late finish. It's going to over curl on him, and he can't get at it that way because it's going to over curl on him. So they decided that little hit it on the nose and move it a foot is impossible. So they're going to play the double and try to work their way into a force here, which is probably a good idea. One thing Brad Gushue will never do is he will not panic until it's time to panic. He still has game left here. It's only the 7th end. Now he has to find a way not to give up 2.
Yeah, get the hammer back with the
Easy peel.
least amount of damage.
Whoa! Easy. Yes! Hard! Roll
looking for that little roll. Maybe he didn't roll it quite far enough.
Good.
He decided he wanted it a little more underneath, did he not?
He did. Just
Good shot.
4 more inches under.
Got 2 slashes. Nose hit.
Well, he's not. He's hitting and rolling behind it. Then it'll be an open hit, I guess.
The same shot. Okay, control.
So I'm going for nose?
I think so.
Think so. If you roll that way,
If
he's
you
going to
roll
make the
too
double.
much, he makes the double, and I got. I
you're
think
right.
this is our best option.
I like
Really, really good call here. Most teams would try that. If they don't make it, then you're forced. So what they're going to do is hit it dead on.
Kind of wait, John.
Control.
So Brad Gushue really doesn't have much choice other than to hit the yellow one. He can't hit it
How hard?
and roll that way.
Control.
That way like that. He has to hit it and roll that way. And if he rolls over, let's say to there would be a double for 2.
Yep. Yes. Yep. Whoa, 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 whoa.
And this first shot's an easy one.
Yep. Whoa.
Sounds like clean. Shot. Okay.
I don't know if that's any good there. We have another timeout?
Not sure.
We got one more. Try and call one anyway.
And if the clock stops, then you do have one.
One phone a friend.
Take this on. Stay right there. He's blasting it.
Timeout is in.
What if you do this?
It's got to be perfect, yeah. I just think if we roll, like if I throw firm weight and I roll to here, it's not bad, right? And if I end up rolling over here,
There's no double.
It's real good.
Pretty good too, right?
I'd almost prefer to do something like this and spin it up and like.
Oh, but I don't love that.
Okay. Okay.
I think I don't hate it. Which one do you guys like? I was thinking this one. Or
I don't mind that either. He's.
Are we going to get, like, the
Yes,
only
you
concern,
probably-
are we going to come a little too steep, or he's still going to have the double anyway?
Like,
Well,
throw into there, yes.
Probably.
But you're throwing.
I'd throw the same weight I just threw if you're going to play it.
Yeah, you'd have to.
Okay, well, let's make this third of a rock, small half.
Playing the double, though?
What?
Trying to keep the 6?
Well, I think you're doing this, aren't you?
Trying to roll up to force.
I guess if you hit it super thin and stay, well, he plays the blank, but
Yeah, okay.
I think if you spin up anywhere there and he can nose this, he's nosing.
The only other thing you do is you play like board weight and try to chisel that over.
I like your call with the spin up.
Yeah, I think so.
Isn't it amazing how many options there could be on such a simple
thinking
situation?
like,
There's no guards, there's no backing.
Third.
3 rocks.
Kind of goes to there.
Probably,
Yellow
yeah,
double.
so maybe a hair more.
Roll up.
I think.
Go ahead.
No, sorry. I think I like the choice.
Yeah.
In the end,
But-
they've gone through it all.
Chances are you'll make it, so at least you don't give up 2.
Right.
That's the key thing to get out of the way.
It's
40% is really good.
what's the risk on this?
Yeah, it's just if you miss the double. So and the way he's playing, he's way better than 50% chance of making this thing.
But can there be too many? And I'm just wondering if you're clouding your own decision-making by so many options.
Well, they kind of had to go through it all because it's a really tricky way to force. You know, so they played through the options of which would be the tougher force and then maybe the simpler shot for Brad to throw. He likes this one.
It's his decision. Final stone, Newfoundland and Labrador. Staying with it, Gallant. What do you got? 1.
Spin it.
And got them both. And did he leave a double back in the blank?
He left the double back, but I'm not positive he can blank. Good shot.
Really good throw.
Not an easy blank,
No.
but
Not at all. You could steal one out of this
trying to
mess.
get you off at the end, but it's too late.
That's not too bad.
Well, and there's no chance of 2.
No,
So
yeah.
that worked.
Blanks, you got to take on some risk, Charlie. You're going to have to hit it thin enough it could jam. I think it's make the double and worry about it later.
Yep. Whoa.
Been a while since he's played a draw. This is hit number 6 in a row. And he will get the blank. And there it is. So job done for Newfoundland and Labrador. They will give up the single by that all-important last rock. Oh, gosh, and they got it in the 8th. So job done. If you're Newfoundland and Labrador, you wanted to force into the single, you got it. So it's a 5-2 Ontario lead. However, we always talk about that 8th. Having the last rock in that 8th, and then again, hopefully, in 10. The last 2 even ends, and that now belongs to Newfoundland and Labrador. Outstanding games for both Jeff Walker, and Brent Lang.
Well, and it was job well done, Vic, with really low risk. They talked early on in that end, or Brad shot about tapping stuff around, but you're leaving Ontario Stones around, so he plays the double. No risk and gets his force.
Really well executed. Now he's not out of it. And back to that point, he will not sell the farm early. Like he didn't go all out to gamble there. Rewarded with the force. Now get 2 here. Force and 9, 2 and 10. You're in an extra
Kind
end.
of thinking here. Okay. Top 12.
It's not great.
Yeah, if we're wide open though.
What's wrong with the other?
Okay. Okay. Well, he's gonna freeze on my shooter there. That's where he's going. Where am I going? Top 12?
Yeah.
The other corner off, do we?
Over here?
Yeah.
No, I don't at all.
Okay.
The action's on this side.
Tight guard, Matty.
We're going top 12, are we not?
Yeah, top 12.
Yeah.
Whoa. Whoa!
Okay, that's easy lots.
Line's good.
He snapped his hand back. Seeing that a lot this week.
Way out there.
Surface is so good, so quick. Players are getting to the hog line very, very fast.
Similar to the Scotties last week, we had all kinds of hog line violations.
Did we ever? Same ice makers.
Good. Okay, it's pretty good.
A little deeper than maybe they thought.
But better than short. 3 up. You have to know the tolerance.
Yeah. I like that.
Even just hack weight. Love to make this.
I
Yeah.
like that.
Probably just
back line.
Team Wildcard leads it and putting pressure on Manitoba. Final stone to be played by Morris, Manitoba's Jason Gunlickson.
He is playing that super sharp double to try to bring in a biter at the top of the house for 2.
It's good. Just through. Just through.
Staying with it. Got it. Come across and then right across the top and steal one more. Mike McEwen, Team Wildcard.
Jason knew right out of his hand. That's he only missed it by a fraction. That's how accurate he is.
Sit.
Good.
Oh, look at that.
And boy, the little stagger there, right? It's not lined up. Very nice underneath. Gosh.
Brett Gallant, you couldn't see a lot of that. You had to roll perfectly. You overroll a bit more.
Good judge, Jeff.
Just short, just kind of halfway between back line and the half.
Yeah, just heavy.
Well, on the left is Jeff's wife, Laura. Of course, we watched her at the Scotties with Alberta, and of course,
back in, get the weight right.
Brett Gallant's partner, Jocelyn Peterman. Watched her play, of course, with Jennifer Jones. The family's all here.
Top 4.
Whoa.
They're going to rattle these around, I assume.
Whoa. Yeah.
Top.
Yes. Whoa. Whoa.
We'll just kick it.
That's
a good shot.
Good shot. Not bad.
No, really nice.
Good shot. We got lucky. Waited on the line there.
I'll sort of plug it there for now.
Or curl. It's
Great
perfect.
shot, Maddie.
Because it leaves it there and buried.
Yeah, that's a bad thing.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. Board weight.
Yeah, I like it.
Nose hit, Cheryl? Or are they trying to roll somewhere?
They're trying to play the roll.
Hit and roll. Leave the 1 yellow.
Little hard. Yep.
It's good. Yes. Hard.
Mark Nichols staying with it, Nichols.
Hard. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
Oh, look at that.
And avoids a jam at the back. And nearly underneath.
Better to show that side than the other.
Pretty good. Little unlucky.
Sorry.
Just overrolled by a fraction.
Yeah.
Boy, wasting no time.
No.
It's a flying fry. What do you got there, Kathy? It's Northern Ontario with last rock, but is it the 2 Reds that belong to Saskatchewan that are first and second?
It is. On his first, he faced 3 after Matt Dunstone went around. He did make a run back and roll to the center, but Matt hit and rolled out. So no way to access those red stones. Draw to the bite of the 8-foot for single.
Line's good, just for weight. Line's good, just
Leading
for weight.
by
Not close,
a
boys.
couple.
Curling nice, curling like it's good weight.
Line's good, line's good, line's good.
Go ahead.
Right on the button, boys. Right on the button for him.
Yeah, there you go. Just
Good brush.
get it there and give the skipper an idea. Pick up 174, Northern Ontario.
Line's good.
Top 4.
Top button. Need to curl, over curling a bit. T-line.
No,
Top button.
it's top.
Oh, over curling. Let it stop. Over curling a bit. Over curling a bit. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Never
Off. Sit. Oh, good. Fidgeted in there. Nice. Nice shot. Pick there.
A little more hidden.
We're 2.
It's pretty good.
Second, third.
Yeah, do you ever throw a center?
Yeah, it's not maybe 6 inches high.
You ever just lob it in there?
You want to call a timeout?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Yeah, timeout, please.
That's our second one, I think.
What do you see in try?
Actually, no, John. No, don't do it.
It's too late.
I've already did it, man.
It's too late. Okay.
So John Morris comes to the ice as the alternate.
I don't hate the guard.
What?
I don't hate that guard.
Guarding the 7, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, this one.
Because, yeah, you don't want to guard your 1. That's your...
Yeah, guard the 7.
I don't hate that. Either that or obviously the run and roll, right?
Yeah, those are the 2 shots.
Yeah.
I guess you could hit that in line 3.
And he's got to play a
He
dog.
makes the hit and roll. We're getting into a...
Yeah, and we're going to leave him a double there once he makes that hit and roll.
So if I can make both, why not play the run?
If you're liking I think if Ryan's liking the run and roll and...
Yeah, if you like the run and roll, I mean...
You got her, buddy.
Seeing, they're both the same.
The guard's just, you're going to make the guard.
Yeah, the guard's more
I think
man.
John's right both ways. It's either the guard, but you have to guard that one so that you still have access for this angle raise later if you want to.
If you like it, I like it.
Or you play that. And if Ryan makes it really good, his shooter goes this way, and he might get both.
Only give up 2. Okay.
And I think if you can get rid of that corner and roll, you get a 2-for-1.
Yeah.
He's making the nose double right away.
And listen to the scoring logic, and it goes back to what you said. And I think it was Brent Lang said, okay,
Not much ice.
they'll get a deuce here,
Just a little bit low,
which
bud.
is exactly what Gushue would want. If Gushue then holds them to single, gets the stone back in 10, looks for 2 to tie and maybe even win it.
Yes! Yes! Hard!
Stay with the shooter.
Got them both. No, runs it by. My goodness, did he ever just paper that stone on the way by.
Missed it the right way, though. He didn't want to go nose. Gushue's got this double, easy double to set 3 now.
The run and the roll. He didn't get the run, but he got the roll.
Yep, go ahead, go ahead. Go ahead. You got the right guy throwing it.
I'm not sure you can do it, but I think we make a decision, either hit it on the nose or we play the roll.
You don't like
you
to
can
drive
play
around the
normal
corner?
weight.
Okay.
The roll will jam, but they're saying they may not care right now if they can get one behind the corner.
Yes.
I don't like the draw. They talked about they guard. Geez, they're guarding and they might be running something like that.
And just hit it a sliver low. Nose is good.
I like the double or the roll. You let me know which
3-2
one you
Alberta
prefer.
leads it. Oh, but there's the red covered sitting top 4. And last rock belongs to the defending champions.
Well, it has been a lot of granite move this end by Alberta. Team Canada's throwing a lot at them. Darren Moulding made a wonderful triple on his, and Brendan Botcher made a double to concede that one. And this is a draw for 2.
No backing or anything. Like,
And here you go.
Clean it then.
This is Bam Bam throwing, trying to make some disappear. There is the draw for 2 for Team Canada to take the lead. Oh, and he'll get rid of everything and jam it. And so he'll leave now. Ontario sitting the shot stone.
Robbed there.
Bad luck.
Yeah.
I was thinking he just knows that, but then he'll
Just
go
caught
down.
their own at the back there.
Just a couple brushes too many.
Sorry, Mark.
Hard to do that. Hard to hit the yellow and the red, but he did.
Nosing that top one for?
What's that?
What are we worried
well,
about?
he'll just go around it, and I can't run it.
True. Good call.
So
I think we throw the
normal with the out, middle of the rock.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Boy, these guys really think it out, don't they?
Yeah.
Ryan said, let's just hit the easy one. And he said, well, Brad will draw around it. And I'm playing the run back. We don't make the run back, they get 3. So hit and roll, you're sitting 2. Let the other guy throw a hard shot.
Yep. Whoa.
Whoa, let it settle.
Yep. Whoa. 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 Yeah!
Jonathan
Yes!
first skip stone. Cam picks him up. Watch
Whoa,
out.
whoa,
Watch
whoa,
out.
whoa.
Watch out. And it'll finally settle on the lid. Sitting 2 without last rock, Ontario.
Nice play.
That's what he's really been doing so well all game, is making those shots and pushing Brad to a tougher shot.
Outstanding game.
I think Frozen.
The ice is back, and so is John Epping. The player numbers brought to you by New Holland, proud sponsor of Curling Canada.
Speed going to be like here. Can you slide okay? As much play.
Should
French
slide
first.
I think it'll slide okay.
Playing a freeze on it?
Yep.
It's either this or the nose double.
Want the 7 or the 8?
Give me the 7. You like this, guys?
Yep.
Yeah, I think both. That's a 2 shot, so. It's just tight to get by the guard and freeze it there, so. A little less. So the hair low is not terrible.
We talked earlier today about the choice of stones that someone may have. In this case, the 7, it does likely acts how?
I'm guessing it's a straighter one because look at that red guard. If there's massive curl coming in, there's not much of a port.
Wow, isn't that interesting, huh? But again, he's best all week at the efficiency of scoring at least 2 with last rock. Hasn't had one tonight, but that's a result of the way Epping has played him, correct?
Oh, he has just not letting him score with the hammer. Force efficiency by Epping tonight has been stellar.
Can't bounce. No.
Cannot bounce.
Nope.
Can bounce. Sit.
Okay. Nice shot. Really nice shot. You can't raise that red. Well, there's a red double, but it could redirect onto the side yellow. Too dangerous. You can't hit the shot or the red one.
Get
across it even right up.
Because you don't want to. Oh, okay. Because if you're here, you're going to leave him. Oh, that should go though. Okay.
No, you don't want to be even right. Just we don't even have to freeze it, do we?
Okay. No. I agree.
It's not hard to. It's very hard to do that.
Agreed.
Straight on, or he has the right one, or he has.
Just tuck it, top 8.
Just a little bit around, it's the best call.
Split center line.
Yeah, you freeze. Freeze just across the face.
It has to be across the face.
Yeah.
Speed's still the same, John.
That's the money spot, because if he goes a little bit lighter, there's that angle raise here. And then there's danger with the freeze, isn't there? He comes a hair heavy, it cues up an easy 2. It's pretty quick here.
Weight's close.
Your line's close.
Top 8.
Final stone for Ontario, and
we're close.
John Epping.
Matt.
Gotta get off that guard.
Yeah, he did.
Keep going.
And look at that, right down on top.
Good throw, Johnny.
Cooked it.
I don't know if you stick the shooter, but
you don't have to throw it.
Yeah, we can throw like easy peel.
Just gotta, this has got to move, right?
Actually works pretty good.
Well, I don't know, because isn't that there? Can you get enough of the yellow to move this yellow? That's the secret.
Maybe stay there.
That goes there.
Okay.
So drag a little bit.
But the shooter goes there, and it's not going to be closer than this one.
Actually, I think it's a little thinner than that, guys. I'm not sure we can keep our shooter. Because from this.
John made it with 7/8, and this shooter hung around pretty similar distance. You know?
This is for 2.
I think we got to be on about half of this to get
I think
that.
a third is good.
Yeah.
Into the side of it. We don't have a ton of time.
Yeah,
so
try to hit the back of it.
I think you could nose the one John threw too, could you?
You hit it a
Throw a
little
bullet?
thin, we're always getting 2.
You just have edge to edge.
Yeah. Well, the other thing too, a couple of things. They've got no timeouts left, so they have to make the decision. That's one. The other is what your game plan coming in here was. You'd be very happy with the 2. So whatever you throw here, make sure you get your deuce. If you get your third, that's the bonus.
Yeah, no kidding.
But
can your shooter roll closer than that one I circled, the top right one?
That's what I don't think.
Yeah, and then the other problem here is you don't get it quite right. You might not have enough power to move the shot rock.
Your shooter is the issue. Yeah, the back one.
Brett Gallant thought it was possible here.
Whoa!
He thought it was possible. Oh, and that's your deuce. You couldn't hold the shooter, but you got what you wanted. With that force and 7 you got last rock, you made it. And so for the first time, there's that efficiency paying off as they get their 2. 5-4, Ontario leads it. We're going to 9. Well, for the first time in the game, it really does go well for Newfoundland and Labrador. The plan laid and well played. They get their deuce. So now they'll try to hold Ontario, of course, to a single and then get that last rock back and look for their 2 in or more in 10. 5-4, Ontario leads it. And of course, Ontario will look to score more than the single, trying to maybe put it away here in this 9th.
Patient, very patient, Brad. He always has been. He didn't sell the farm in the previous end and managed to get a force. And executed a nice deuce there, and then they still stay in this game.
It's good.
Back 4, back 8.
Back 4. Yep.
Well, you see it so often too, Russ, with teams where they, give up a 3 and you try to get the 3 right back, and you give up another 3, and that's experience. Just knowing, and 5-rock rule, knowing you'll have chances along the way.
Back 8. Oh, I didn't think it was that far. I'd say at least
taking a little bit of a risk.
You like that?
Yeah. Sure.
Boards.
How hard, buddy? Board.
Whoa, yeah.
Touchdown. Let it light.
Whoa.
Backhand.
Down. Whoa.
A little light, so
Whoa.
you see Brent Lang all over it early.
Whoa. Langer. Whoa. Right. Right.
I got it.
Good.
No roll there.
Not bad, though. I think it's a rock you can use.
Or nose hit for now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like that.
Or.
Think we can nose. He doesn't have an easy double peel.
No. Okay.
He might take this one on.
Normal?
It's fine.
Peel or norm?
Chip.
What did he say?
He just said yeah.
Peel. Hard. Hard! Whoa!
Got it back. Good shot, Brett.
Oh, enough. Did I hear them? Somebody say the brushing brought it back a little bit? Just wow. Again, that's that up. We've talked about that. Then you go back to Kevin Martin's days, but more so today, the brushing is so exact. When somebody pinches the line, the brushers can actually push the stone away again.
It's much easier to make these fine shots now with the technology and how fit these guys are. And they can push them back and make them curl.
And they all work very hard at it, getting the right angle, downward pressure.
Board! Just board, same weight. Yeah. Make sure we roll here. Yeah. You gotta go Fry.
Really hard.
Take the front.
Whoa.
Whoa, you're by.
Oh, he did get by. And they'll roll it in, and
not good at all.
it's a little bit of a stagger now.
Is it ever?
Yep. Top 4.
A long center
Got lots of
guard.
curl here, hey?
A stagger.
I actually got off that hoping it would wreck, knowing what might happen. It's hard to get the red one out because of the back yellow. Hard to hit the yellow one dead on because it's partly buried. A really good chance to force or steal here.
A little heavy.
Stay down. Hey.
Pretty good, Brad.
Cross over here.
Back 4.
That's good. Yep.
Back 4.
Button. Yep. Little heavy. Yep. Back button. Back 4. Gotta go. Still a little heavy.
Back 8.
Gotta go.
Talk to me.
Oh.
Back 4.
Just a little snug all the way, but okay. Good shot.
Still works towards a force.
Trying it. I don't think so now.
No?
He's up barely in the forefoot.
Yeah.
Straight peel. Straight peel?
Straight peel?
What'd you say, run it?
I said run it. They just like the peel.
They can just peel.
Yeah.
Whoa. Clean.
Yep, yep.
And peel it the way they do.
Hard grad, hard grad, hard grad.
Top button.
Let me give you a little more.
Didn't think they'd go in quite this early.
Couple feet
Yeah, you
less.
could easily throw another guard, center guard.
4 feet less.
Oh, Jesus.
Well, what would you, when you think about it, if you go now, how many shots is it going to, how are they going to, Ontario waste to get at you?
Well, it's just the problem is if you go now, which they are, then you've got a short yellow-red run. You can open it up and effectively probably get rid of 3 stones possibly.
Okay.
And now you've got nothing to
Top four,
come
top
around
button.
with to steal
Top four. Top four.
or force.
Top button. Chest in, chest.
Just full 4
Yep,
right
yep.
now. No, use
Whoa,
top
whoa,
button.
whoa, whoa,
Great shot. Attaboy.
Hit. Good.
So now you thought as you get rid of those.
Yeah.
Good shot.
You could make easily a double. And no guard.
Hey, touch more.
Yeah,
What
I'm
is
with
that,
you, Russ. I
quarter?
don't think I would have gone in that soon.
No. Well, they got
on the
4
center
shots,
line,
3 of
John.
them to bail here.
Third.
Yep.
Whoa.
And one of the best at doing it, Ryan Fry. You make some stones move here. Oh gosh.
Good.
He opens up everything.
Yeah,
good,
that's
Ryan.
just it. And don't forget that yellow one was in there too. And
Great throw, Ryan.
trouble now. Really good shot.
Would have gone for sure.
Good though, we're second.
Here.
Yep. Same thing. He's taking the triple
I know.
on, right?
I know. If you go.
I don't mind that. Do you like the in
Yeah.
here?
Yeah. I think we go top 12 in front of it. You.
Fine with that.
Can you go
There's
center
nowhere
line?
we can roll with the hit where he doesn't have
Top
to go
12.
center line in the double
Top
jams.
12.
Can you go center line? Like
No, I
just a
like
little
right in front of it.
Okay.
Yeah, if anything on Brett's side, for sure. Yeah.
Still good.
Well, as they play the
That weight was
10th, Final
absolute
Stone
man
Alberta coming up, and they are sitting 1 center line. Look at all the stones in play. And I was sneaking a peek over. So tell us what happened. Alberta will have the chance here to draw for the win.
Well, Alberta was in a lot of trouble. Brendan Botcher made a great draw, buried on his first one. Kevin Cooey ran a corner guard back in, made contact with the shot stone, but it jammed and left Alberta lying the 1. So this is a draw, the same shot he just threw for the win.
With a bit of backing too.
He's been perfect on his draws, trying to go to 9-0. As Newfoundland and Labrador throw up the stone in the 8.
He's to curl.
Oh boy, going to give this away? Is he going to give this away? Oh goodness gracious, he has. And so Alberta get just the single. They will go one more in an extra tied at 4. The win would have guaranteed them a spot in the Final Four.
Yep. Hard.
Really hard. Really hard. Really hard.
Fucking hard.
Epping. No, we stuffed it.
Whoa.
And it'll still leave Newfoundland and Labrador sitting the 1.
Hey, Johnny.
Sorry.
Sorry, John.
We're going to try and get right here.
Yeah.
I like this.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, John wanted that one bad, and he's guaranteed a good shot at a deuce.
Now you might be guaranteed a shot at a force.
Yeah, or worse.
I thought he held it down there.
Huh?
I thought he held it.
Where we going here? Full 4. Okay.
I think Ontario's second, third, Cheryl.
Style, a
That's
little
what
bit
I'm
more
guessing.
ice, Mark. Yep. Oh, half of that.
Yes.
There you go. Give you the same weight out of my hand to be ideal, eh? Yep. Be close, yep.
You might see John take on a raise double. See if he gives up the steal of 1. He's not in too bad a shape.
A little more.
Oh, it's good.
I thought it was close.
Top 4. Top up.
Over there. Room.
Line only.
Line only.
T line.
Room. T.
Top
Line's
button.
good.
Still like it's
Top
You
4.
got room, no.
it's your rock, Brett.
Only you.
Heavy.
Just full
Only
forward,
you,
Brett.
Brett Gallant. You're the one. You have to help this over if need be.
Fudge.
And they'll sit there. But have they left a double there?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Just stopped in time, but this is tricky.
I can't throw it hard enough to make it that way.
What are you doing?
I think we just make the double a quarter rock. It goes under that one and take 2.
Yeah.
We're shot over this.
Perfect. Yeah. No, I like it. Yep. Right there.
Yeah.
Not a simple double. If you hit it extremely thin, you jam it right onto that yellow, and it's a steal. And if he gets a really thin half, Cheryl, something that goes under the yellow,
rock, John?
it redirects onto the other red. They both fly, and he gets his 2.
You can't make it off the right one.
No, not. I don't
too
think
deep.
so. Half a rock.
Whoa, 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 whoa!
Right off.
Yeah!
Can they get a couple here?
Whoa!
Final stone. John Epping got 1, got 2. Oh, and he squeezed it underneath and gets the 3.
That's nice.
And it'll be a win for John Epping and Ontario. Make the final 8-4 and a huge win as they now stay in 3 losses and hand Newfoundland and Labrador their second. He didn't think they could slide it underneath that stone over there at about 8 o'clock. You bet.
The 2020 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by AGI, West Steel, Westfield, Batco, Nico, SureTrack, and more. We are AGI. The 2020 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by Sponge Towels. Nothing absorbs like it.
Well, John Epping has turned it around, and it's a huge win for him as they keep themselves alive, avoiding a 4th loss. Yeah, that in the 3rd or in the 2nd, that 3 was big to get them going, and then of course scoring a 3, an unexpected 3 to put it out of reach in 9, and a really well played game. And John Epping, as we've said, when the ice is good, and it is again now, he is very, very good. The game story brought to you by Tim Hortons, the official coffee of Curling Canada. All right, finals to tell you about. It's a win for Team Wildcard, 5-4. McEwen beats Manitoba and Gunlickson. So McEwen goes to 7-2, and it's a win for Northern Ontario. So they're on a roll now after going 1-3. 9-4 is the final there. And those 2 teams, Saskatchewan, Northern Ontario, are 6-3. So 1 game remains on the ice, and Alberta coming in undefeated at 8 straight. They may rue that last draw in 10 as Brendan Botcher threw it a little heavy after making a wonderful draw with his first one. So here we go to this extra, Kathy, in a 4-4 tie, and it is Kevin Cooey coming in at 3 losses, 5-3. It does have the last rock. He has the hammer, playing the Redstones.
Shot. I think.
Looks like the thirds, just looking at the numbers, have been the struggle in this game, in the high 70s, and not typical for BJ or Darren.
I'm trying to peek over there because it's such a big game and a lot of tough shots.
All right. It's also been a game of opportunities. I think that last rock by Darren really summed up the game. And you talked about the third, Cheryl. Very true. When one would miss and have the opportunity, the other one couldn't capitalize. And so that's why this game has been so even. At any point, it sort of felt that if 1/3 just put the pedal down, that would give a big score on the board. But it just hasn't happened.
Line's close.
Top four.
Top four. Weight's good.
Line's pretty good.
You never forget the big losses, and I'm sure Botcher wanted to basically put Gushue out of this thing.
No, it's gotta
put him at 4 losses with 2 tough games to go. And obviously, last year's final.
Okay.
Well, and then you gave up the hammer, and you know that was your big chance to win. Now you don't have the hammer against Canada tied.
Pretty good.
That's a tough position to be in.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. Freeze up your out. I think peeling's pretty good.
Wouldn't you rip that guard? Wouldn't you just run up there?
Yes.
I like peeling.
Because the front end saying, because it frees up Kevin's out-turn draw, because he loves his out-turn.
Wasn't sure what he was doing there.
I wasn't sure what he was doing.
He should be able to draw those 2 rocks. If a curler tells you they don't have a favorite turn, they're lying.
And we all know each other's favorite turn.
That's right.
And you try and take it away.
Good enough.
That's sweet. So the problem with centers, they rip it into it.
Yeah. Like we kind of need it, right? Even though there's the risk of it blowing up in our faces. I guess could go here.
Guard and then go top 8 and make them draw around it. I'm okay with that.
Boy, this is the
Center, I guess.
the thing that every really good curler, any sport, any athlete has to do. You have to shake that off. That he had that was in his pocket.
Yeah.
And now you can see the disappointment on his face.
You certainly can. And you know the problem with curling too is you've got a long wait before you throw. It's not like hockey or you miss a shot and you're back out there and 2 seconds later. There's a long time to mull over a miss. And you can use that time wisely or you can let it take you down.
Now it'll be interesting to see what he does here, Russ, to your point about Kevin.
Line's good.
Gushue liking, the out turn.
Yeah.
The thought was, do we try to block or where would he put that last stone of his with regards to Gushue and a draw? As it said, make him draw. Would he in fact put it in a situation where he has to block the out turn?
Yes, I think that's exactly what he'll do. This peel gets made, and instead of putting it here, I think what he'll actually do is he might guard it more this way. You know, make it, and that forces Kevin to come down like that.
And in such a position where he can't hit it also to be shot, correct?
Right.
Yeah.
Full 8 over there, maybe?
Yeah.
Right in the middle of the 8 foot on the tee line.
Yeah.
It's kind of
It's curling so much that he can almost take his draw path to draw around a rock top 8, right?
Clean. Yep. It's clean. Clean.
Yeah, the way it goes. That's interesting.
Yeah.
That's not what...
Here, it doesn't change his draw.
We want to be nibbling.
But you go here, like,
Time being called by Alberta.
He wants the out-turn draw, so you could go here.
There you go.
Yes.
I think he's going to hit the 8 foot, though, don't you?
Do we want him to hit that?
That's what I'm thinking. You put one here.
Throw it over here somewhere. Cut down the rings if he chooses to draw.
Right there.
I think
Make it a rollout.
Get a little greedy. Like, we want to touch the 4.
Love that.
I agree. Like, it's a hit either way if he decides to hit.
That feels really good.
Okay.
Don Bartlett has arrived.
Once you play a draw, now it's a little heavy. You got to play, right?
Yeah.
Good miss. Might overcurl.
We were thinking, you like here? And
hit it. I'd rather see him hit.
Yeah, me too.
So where do we want him? Like the center line's pretty easy to hit on.
Yeah.
Just off the center line.
Right. Like where don't where?
I don't like that. I like something in the center, so if he draws, there's a question that there's two plans.
Yeah, yeah.
Right?
Sure. I know what you're thinking.
Yeah.
Right?
I don't mind that.
Right there.
Yeah. We've had a couple down here that have curled a little, right?
Well, how about here? Like I
Sure.
don't. Right on center is too easy. I think.
Yeah. Somewhere down this corner.
Yeah.
Okay. Gotta be in the forefront, right?
Let's go. Mind that.
Probably a broom or two more then.
Now again, if you take it a little farther, they decided to make them hit, so they're thinking possibly back here, and now they've moved it over to here. The reason they've moved it over to here is, again, Kevin wants to play the out turn that way, and now he's playing with that center line. I think I would play in turn if that's where that rock stops.
Yeah.
But I bet you Kevin plays out turn.
And the reason is what? The slide path and the being a little temperamental, the ice that's in that spot? Is that what it is?
Yeah, it could be getting a little grabby. It's the extra end.
Could stay on the center line a little long, roll out.
Yep, line.
Where?
Line.
Yeah. Gotta go.
Get it back there. Line's okay.
The respect they have that Kevin's
Yeah.
probably not going to miss a draw to the forefoot.
Go hard.
Let it go.
Oh, wait.
This isn't much more than T-line.
Come on, guys. Go.
We're late.
Well then. Whoa.
It's right on the button.
Okay.
Now he just plays the
Give or take the same whether it
The
was
hit,
above
correct?
or below.
He does.
Line.
Yeah.
Right?
Board weight, Kev.
I think I
Yeah.
would have thrown the tight guard and they could go
I
around
liked it.
Cheryl.
I really liked it. I liked the top 8.
Really bad news there for
Board.
Brendan is Kevin can
That's
still
good.
use the out turn because it'll just stay on that side of the line. And if it crosses the line early, he's throwing it horribly bad. Two of the best in the business to hold it straight. Just board weight.
an opportunity he probably didn't think he would get.
Little light.
Kevin Gushue out of the Glencoe Curling Club in
Clean.
Calgary with a chance here
Just clean. Clean.
to win it in an extra and avoid a fourth loss. To it, and there it is for the win. And Alberta and Botcher will lose their first.
Way to hang in there, Kev, dog boy. Great game, Plot.
Way to hang in there, Kev. So through the first day of championship pool play, Alberta now loses their first. And you look at Jason Gunlickson losing a fourth. So that all important because, as we've told you, in the previous 2 years of this pool play, championship play, no team at 4 losses has gotten through to the Final Four.
The 2020 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by New Holland, proud sponsor of Curling Canada. By Tim Hortons, the official coffee of Curling Canada. And by OK Tire and BKT Tires.
Well, it just gets better, doesn't it? When you look at the game we have for you tomorrow, make a note again, 1 p.m. Eastern Time, 10 a.m. Pacific. Brad Jacobs at one point was 1-3 in pool play. Now look at him, tied with Cooey. One of these teams will suffer that 4th loss. So it's Jacobs against Cooey, Northern Ontario, Team Canada at 1 p.m. Eastern tomorrow as we continue on from Kingston. And our coverage of the Canadian Men's Curling Championship,
Wait's good.
the Tim Hortons Brier. And it's here on Canada's sports leader, TSN.